Hey everybody, it's Chase with AV Pop Culture. What is up this Friday night? I cut it a little close tonight. I was not paying attention. As usual, let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. We got a lot to talk about tonight. Some fun things to talk about and kind of show you. Can you hand me my VHS cover that I got? Hear me loud and clear. Thank you, Natalie. Hey, Becca. Trek or not? What is up, everyone? I can take those off so I'm not like reflecting at you. Hey, Nicholas. I was trying to get it where I could read your comments without doing this.
Do you need your glasses?
I have my glasses, but they like reflect really bad. Holy discs. Oh my goodness. What are we talking about over here? Support thy holy disc, and upon your moment of rest, enter thy kingdom of entertainment. I'm glad to be back. I was gone for a few days, so most all the videos that you've seen this week, I recorded ahead of time to get on there so that I wouldn't miss a day. Bill, hello, first live stream. All right, hey, Bill, I got and Bill sent me something really awesome that I'm going to show tonight, and he actually found one of my movies, Realm of Souls, and bought it and sent it to me to sign and send back. But he sent me a little surprise with it that was really awesome. Quietly Games, hello. Is it Musashi? What's up? Ben, what's up? Yo. Sometimes you might have to spell phonetically for me. Thank the Phoenicians for that. Here, this thing wants to focus. So let me try to push it back a hair. Happy Friday. Everything is reversed. I always have to remember it's all reversed. Zach, what's up? 34 people in here already. 9 likes. You picked up Alien Romulus 4K. Can't wait to check it. I still have not seen it. Oh, good. I said it right. All right. Hey, what's up? Happy Friday. I hate saying people's names wrong or even like their call signs wrong. You got the Halloween 3 package. Oh, all right, Sean. Yeah, you got it. Awesome. Julie finally caught a Chase live stream. Well, good. Welcome in. Welcome in. Nicholas K says it's glorious. You must be talking about the Alien Romulus 4K. Is that what you're talking about? So I've got some cool stuff to show. I'm gonna show you one, and we're gonna do like a little we're gonna do a little giveaway tonight. We're coming up on, I mean, it sounds crazy to say this, but we're only about 1,500 away from 10,000. So when we get to 10,000, I'm going to show some stuff that I'm going to give away when we get to 10,000. Because I didn't ever think we'd be approaching 10,000 so quickly, 10,000 subscribers. So I got some cool stuff we're going to give away. Quietly Games, you're about to order Jackie Brown 4K from Amazon. So it's interesting. Mike Webb, what's up, man? It's interesting you mentioned the Jackie Brown. I had the option tonight in my local store to get both Kill Bills and Jackie Brown 4K slipcover. But I really want the limited edition steelbooks. And I mean, it will end up costing me like $30 more to get all the steel books versus the slipcover. But I'm afraid if I buy the slipcover editions, I'm going to wish that I had bought the special limited edition steelbooks from Lionsgate. What do you guys think about that? Am I getting the blue or the red Sonic 3 steelbook? I probably won't get any of the Sonics unless my son wants them. Yeah, wait on the steels. I didn't buy this stuff, so I just feel like that was what I wanted initially. And if I buy something else, it's just going to be so that I can hurry up and get it and save like basically $10 per, $8 per, or whatever it is. What's up, Eli? So if you don't know, we had I was in Florida for my the other channel where I cover whenever we go to theme parks. I was down there with a bunch of other content creators in that space, covering the opening of a new resort at Universal Studios Orlando. It was so cold in Florida. It was like 40 degrees or less and windy and rainy, but it was snowing again here in Georgia for the second time in 2 weeks. So it is cold. I picked up I'm a big Simpsons fan. There's the Simpsons land at Universal Studios Florida. Picked me up a Duff Beer beanie. If I can afford it, buy them. Afford it is the problem. Like, I mean, it's pushing it, but it's like, is that enough money difference? You know? Let me read some of the comments and catch back up. I don't just day one horror. Nope. I'm like, if push come to shove, I'm not convinced I would tell you horror is my favorite genre. But day one's like, I tried to get The Searchers day one. It was sold out. I get a lot of stuff that's not horror day one. So it's not just horror for me. I'm not just a horror person, even though I make horror movies and I love them. Like I'm a day one on like Happy Gilmore and Daylight and all that kind of stuff too. Let's see. Julie says, got 3 steelbooks, Lionsgate. I love Tarantino and they're gorgeous, packaged very well. I won't pay for just anything. Just couldn't let those go. Yeah, that's kind of how I'm feeling on that. Marty, what's up? Bill, I don't like seek steelbooks, but I like Lionsgate. They're the parent company that over Indican Pictures and Magnolia Pictures that put out my movie Bring Me a Dream initially. But they just have a good catalog. And I had first said that I wanted to get every one of their releases on this new Lionsgate limited boutique line. But they're killing me with the $80 release of The Conversation and You're Next. I'm just not a big fan of the movie You're Next. And I have the Second Sight version. If I decide I want to be a completist on that Lionsgate limited, and they are really limited. The Lionsgate guy said they're limited. They are actually limited. I will probably sell my Second Sight set of You're Next and use the money to buy the Lionsgate version. I don't need more than one version of that movie because I'm not a big fan of it. Quietly Games, you're a big fan of You're Next. It just, I don't know. That one doesn't do it for me. I mean, I can see why people like it. It's not one for me. Did I see Scream Factory is going to be re-releasing some rare out-of-print titles on Monday for the club members? I did not see that, but I need to look that up. I need to make a note of that. I did not. Like I said, I just got back yesterday, so I'm like playing a little bit of catch-up. And I had to get a video out for the other channel where I covered the hotel because that's what they had. That's what we were there for. But I need to look up that Screen Factory stuff. Oh, I mean, if I get a steelbook, I'm gonna get either I'm gonna get a cover of some kind for it, like this. Kill Bill's not being released until March in the UK. Wow, it's a good bit later. I am a member. It's a free club of the Scream Factory. Yeah, you should definitely do that because you get points back. Yeah, the Kill Bill, like all those stills, the Jackie Brown, they're all really nice. Oh yeah, Weird's OG Gamer. Yeah, Weird Science. I love Weird Science. I'm a huge fan of Weird Science. Raccoon Eyes. So Raccoon Eyes says, "Hey, Trainer DC, what's up? I'm ready to see Jason Goes to." Oh yeah, that the opening scene in 4K. With the towel that is like impossible hanging on. Raccoon Eyes, I watched The Substance after your review. I'm still confused. LOL. How is the movie up for so many awards? Okay. You're not going to like the answer that I have for that. I think the answer is because the director is a female who said that the movie, like I said in my review, that she said that the movie is about like how men treat women in Hollywood and how Hollywood chews you up and spits you out. So it's like I said in there, she hit the like a hot button issue. I feel like if a 50-year-old dude directed that movie, it would get compared to like any other kind of like strange body horror movie, and it wouldn't get the same kind of notice. I just really feel that way. That being said, I'm glad to see whatever it takes. I'm glad to see horror films getting attention for awards. 100%. I'm glad to see horror films getting attention for awards. Saturn 3. I haven't seen that one. Yeah, Daylight 4K is a big purchase for me. That's a very underrated Stallone movie. William Driver, what's up? It's going good. I get it, man. I was texting with Brian from the last movie standing using my voice text earlier. It was saying all kinds of stuff, so I can read what you're meaning there. Sony is not. If you're still talking about the old story, Sony's. I haven't heard anything past. Sony is pulling back from making rewritable, like printable Blu-rays. I haven't heard anything else about anything. I'm a big sci-fi fan. So William Martin, if you're talking about that, they've been talking about that. People ran with unless there's been something else developed. A lot of people ran with that story a little bit ago, and they're talking about the burnable Blu-rays that you would buy and burn your data on at home, not physical media release Blu-rays. I haven't heard anything about that. Maybe they have. I've been gone for a couple of days, but I haven't heard anything about that. Terrifier 3 would shut down the Oscars. Nosferatu got nominated for some stuff too. I still haven't seen it. Webb, what's up? What's Decatur, Georgia in the house 2 weeks in a row. What's up? That was from yesterday. I haven't heard that, William. Let's see. Let's see if I can pull up anything on it real quick. No, see, it's still not, it doesn't have anything to do with the movies that you buy. It will end production of all models of Blu-ray disc media for recording and data. See, it's again, it's the same thing. They're just not doing the blank Blu-rays for people. That's all the stuff from yesterday. It's just now they're getting to that stopping point they announced a few months ago. So what kind of receiver speaker setup do you have going? OG Gamer, I keep links to the description, like what I get. So I keep everything down. What I have with my system is in my descriptions. But I'm a big Klipsch speaker fan, and I'm in the process of upgrading 2 rooms. So I was actually looking at this new Onkyo receiver that's on sale for like 60% off on Amazon. It's like $1,400 receiver that you can get for $500 or so right now. I can't afford it, but I was looking at it. That's I'm a fan of. I mean, Onkyo has been around for a long time. So I'm a fan of them. The D9s are good. Both the ones I have a Yamaha right now is my big power phone, but I don't have one that's for Atmos, and I'm trying to get the full Atmos set up so that I can talk about the Atmos sound. I'm not the biggest sound guy. I was cinematographer, director. I score movies and stuff, but sound is, I mean, it's a visual medium. It's a movie. It's a movie. It's not a, you're not going to listen to it. You're going to watch it, but it's a big part of it. But I'm trying to improve that system. William got a Blu-ray player for Christmas. You're going to be fine with that. Marty, I want to see Nosferatu too, but at this point, like, because my son, I was going to take him to see it. It's going to cost us more to go to the theater to see it. So I'm probably just going to buy the 4K. I can buy the 4K for less than it's going to cost me and him to go see it. And I'll only have to wait a couple more weeks. So. $62 of us in here, 64 of us in here. So make sure you hit the like button. Apparently that helps. We're going to set our super chat goal for our giveaway. Okay, we'll give that a little bit of time there. All right, we got our goal. We got a giveaway. Also have some announcements. I've been working on merch designs, and it's going to be something similar to like this dude here is one of my like little channel icons of the Be Kind Rewind. He's going to be something like this guy. It's like a channel character. So I've been working on some stuff with that. I have seen Strange Darling. Matter of fact, I have it setting like right here somewhere. Blockbuster Box says, "What's up, man?" Strange Darling is good. I was gonna do a review, but I know my man Brian at Last Movie Standing was working on a review too, and I didn't want to like jump it out there before he did it. We both got that 4K and watched it about the same time. It's like right over there off camera. Captain Kronos 4K from Hammer is absolutely gorgeous. So I saw that. That's a little interesting. I haven't seen that movie before, but I know my man Daniel at the Cobwebs. I think he's getting a review copy of that, so be interested. You never split up, yeah. The harm. Oh, there's gonna be all kinds of stuff. Yeah, Criterion and Arrow have streaming apps. I'm just really not interested in those. But I wanted to show you this awesome, and I'm going to show you a few things I've gotten from subscribers here lately. But the thing that I just got, that I just opened, one of the things that I just opened was, and I guess this is, it's okay. Like you don't guess you have any problems with me showing this, but whoa, what just happened to my chat? Give me a second, guys. Okay. Whew, there it goes. All right. This came from Bill. Check this out. I got the Terrifier 3 VHS. So now I can actually watch it on VHS, which I believe is the way it was intended to be watched. So that's super cool. So that was a big major gift. That's super awesome. My man Steve Rossman, who's a channel icon member, I don't know if he's in here yet, but I came back and there were these packages waiting on me. And he sent me something that he had bought extras. He's bought a bunch of stuff lately from Blockbuster Box Sets, who's in here. And he sent me the Terminator, because I'm a huge Arnold and Terminator fan. He sent me the big Terminator set from Blockbuster Box Sets. So I am excited to have, I actually realized I don't have the 3 movies, all 3 of the movies. So I just have 1 and 2. But now I have a reason to get 3. So I was actually going to get that, but he sent this to me. This is a cool set, the Terminator set, and Blockbuster Box Sets is in here, so that's super cool. And then he sent a note that, he got some extra, and if I had, he wanted to send me these, and if I already had them, I could give them away. So he also sent me the Top Gun set. Now, I have the Top Gun set already. So this is going to be one of the things that I give away when I get to 10,000 subscribers. Because, Blockbuster Box Sets can correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't know if he's got these anymore. I can't remember if he's got these, but this is a super cool set. I have one up there already, though. It's sitting up there. So I am going to give this one away. This is going to be one of the things we give away when we get to 10,000 subscribers here, because this is a really cool gift. Yeah, Blockbuster Box Set said this one's sold out. So that'll be a cool gift. And Steve is awesome. Steve's a channel icon member and has been for a long time, big supporter, and sends me awesome stuff. And I really appreciate that. So that's one of the things we're giving. What's the scare? Look, I have claustrophobia, William Martin. He says, what's the scariest movie for someone with claustrophobia? I can't watch The Descent. I can't even watch it. I got claustrophobia. I can't watch it. So I would start there. Yeah, somebody else said it too. I don't think Terminator 3 is that bad. Yeah, I don't think that's that bad at all. I just don't have it. Woke Niner Recaps, what's up, man? Marty, Wicked Box Set, yeah. Cody Reeves, up, man? Yeah, Descent, I can't watch. It like gives me anxiety attack. John Doe Juggalo, what's up? So that's one of the things that we're going to give away when we get to 10,000, which we're only about 1,500 away from. I also wanted to show, hold on, I'm going to dip off camera for a second. So Becca sent me these, and I can't remember if I showed everybody, so I want to show them again. Becca sent me these. These are very hard to get, and you know what? I have never seen either one of these. But this has my man, the Crow Wicked Prayer has my man David Boreanaz in it. I'm a big fan of Buffy and Angel, and I like the Bones and stuff, so I appreciate that. I can't wait to see it. And Lost Souls, this is the one I feel like I've seen, but I can't remember for sure. But it's got Winona Ryder, so I can't wait to check these out, and I appreciate that, Becca, because these are not easy to find on physical media. And here's the Strange Darling set. I got this a while back and watched it. I did like this a lot. I think it has almost an opposite ideology and message to it than in some ways the Substance does. It really does if you dig into it. But I may do a review of it because I'm sure my perspective will be slightly different than Brian's. But yeah, it's a good movie. I actually did like this. It's very different. I would have maybe changed some things with the ending, but I like the movie. Yeah, Descent. I'm with you, Mike. Oh, 47 meters down, Becca. Yeah. Oh, I don't know about that one, Raccoon Eyes. Nicholas, I have not. I've got the Hellraiser set. I haven't watched it yet. If you're ever going to buy it, the price for right now, that's the time to get it. Woke Niner, you ordered the big Reanimator set, so you got the biggest one, right? That's the one that I want to get too. But I mean, it's hard to justify that extra money because you don't know if you're going to get that signed poster and stuff. Luis, it's interesting that you mentioned Demi Moore's film, The Seventh Sign. I actually have that coming up on a list not too far in the future. Let's see, trying to catch up on the Event Horizon is scary. I say that all the time. I bang the drum on Event Horizon. I think it's a super scary movie. And if you're a deep thinker, it's even scarier. Yeah, Woke Niner, I want to get that too. Is it? You couldn't get on board with Event Horizon. The trailer tricked me when I was a kid. It's if you really start to think about it, though, that the spaceship went to hell. That's where it went. It went to hell and came back beyond the Event Horizon. Well, on the other side, where it went to was hell. So I don't know if I want to see that or not. Check this out. This is a cool thing. Now, I was at Universal Studios. They have, if you guys saw a video I posted a while back, I went into a special, they did a special 80s throwback movie rental themed store, 80s themed store. And they put my picture on a VHS and put it in the store. And I got the VHS sent to me yesterday. I got it. And this is what it looks like. So that's me on the VHS cover. And I'm holding Dawn of the Dead and The Howling and making faces. I don't know why it says Western right there, but it's got the horror sticker. $1. So Be Kind, Rewind. So yeah, this what my guy is going to kind of look like here. One of my guys, I'm going to have a 4K guy, but this thing is super cool. They sent it to me. You can see where they actually had it mounted in their store. So that's super cool. So I finally got that. I never could find it in the store. But I don't live there, so I can't go all the time. But yeah, I thought that was cool. So Dawn of the Dead and The Howling also made it. Our Life in Horror, what's up? Happy Friday. I would love to see the unedited, the version that's supposedly lost of Event Horizon that's longer, scarier, darker, more twisted. I would like to see that. The other thing I got, we were talking about Reanimator. So I wanted to see, and no, these people didn't send this to me for free. I know I have pitched Ignite Films, but that's because I want to start a boutique and I think what they're doing is awesome. They had done 2 other 4Ks. I grabbed one of them. And I grabbed Invaders from Mars from 1953, I think it is. Now, they had to get some footage and work with the George Eastman Kodak film museum to get some footage and to get on this restoration. And this is actually a pretty good movie. I watched it last night. But, man, this is, about 72 years old, this movie. Y'all, if Reanimator's quality and attention is anywhere near to the level of this, they're going to put themselves on the map, because this is pretty good. This was pretty good. I couldn't believe how good this looked, because this was like one of those that was famously in not good condition at all. So they had to get pieces of it from everywhere. But I would recommend this if you like old sci-fi stuff. I'm actually working on an old like 50s sci-fi, because I like that old atomic horror sci-fi kind of stuff. And so I was like, well, this will double. I can see if I want to put this on the list and talk about it, and it'll give me an idea of what Ignite Films does. But it was pretty cool. You can see on there they had to work with the Eastman Kodak Museum. So really cool, really cool. So it was nice to see that they have done work with very small titles and stuff, because Reanimator looks like it's in good hands. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Yeah, Celluloid Dreams, and they're doing good too. Do you know, I don't remember seeing the 1986 version of that. Bill, are all my films that I've done on physical media? Yes. But do they all have official releases? No. Like I have some special pressed releases of Dark Roads, but it was never released. We mutually agreed to get out of our contract with the distribution company before it got released. So that one's never been released. I want to remaster it and release it. And I would like to get, eventually I'd like to get Bring Me a Dream back. If the deal doesn't go through to put Bring Me a Dream out with Vinegar Syndrome, I would like to get that movie back and remaster the audio and stuff on it, and do some things. Remaster some of the effects now, because it's from 10 years ago. And I would like to, and I'm going to do the same thing with Creature Feature. Yeah, the audio, like at the beginning, there is a compression issue from how it was recorded on the day. It's just the elements we had, but the way they have to have a certain like, it didn't sound like that on the raw audio, but the way they have to have the compression all be the same to pass quality control changes how it sounds, and it sounds a little low and a little what I call tinny at the beginning of the movie. But there's, once you hand it to them, it's not in your hands anymore. Well, we're getting Forbidden Planet on 4K, right? From Scream Factory. Didn't they announce Forbidden Planet? Or am I making that up? Or is that Forbidden World? I'm looking forward to Reanimator. But yeah, Bill, other than that, like, I think Creature Feature is out of print. You might be able to find some out there. I have special press Blu-rays of it. Hollywood Nightmare, you might still find some. I only have one or two of those myself, so I can't get rid of them. Is this out of print? Realm of Souls was out of print, but you found one. Buried Cane never had a American release. It only had the Japanese release. It only had the physical media DVD release in Japan, which I still think is cool. Japan getting saucy with some of the stuff they put on back, never paid that any attention. But yeah, so they're out of print. Bring Me a Dream's the only one that's in full print still. Canadian Maker Project, what's up? Did I see the 4K of Kill Bill yet? I have not seen it yet. That's what we were talking about right before you jumped on. Like, I have been going back and forth on whether to get the steels or get the slipcover version. You didn't know I was live, Canadian Maker? Oh, and look, he comes in dropping a Super chat, $5. I appreciate it, man. He got us 1 out of 10 to our goal before our giveaway. Tonight, the giveaway is probably going to be one of my movies. So one of the ones that I have, probably a Dark Roads or Creature Feature. We do need Band of Brothers on 4K. I love Band of Brothers. Love it. That I gave it to all my groomsmen when I got married. That was one of the gifts, was Band of Brothers on 4K or Band of Brothers Blu-ray. Becca, very good movies, Dark Road 79 and Realm of Souls. Thank you. All of them. I was hoping that you would consider Buried Cane also to release. I am going to do that with Buried Cane for sure. For sure. For sure. Cody Reeves, you out of here, man? Yeah, the Blu-ray is good, Band of Brothers. The countdown. Yeah, Brent, the countdown begins for my Vinegar Syndrome. January sub box arrives tomorrow. Hopefully yours is on the way. I don't think it is, man. Like, I keep getting hosed. Oh, well, we'll talk about this in just a second. But I keep getting hosed on the shipping from everybody. I don't know why, but I have gotten no notifications from Vinegar Syndrome that they've even mailed mine yet. Now, I don't know if that's because maybe I bought a couple of extra things, like the VSU and all that. Let's see. Yeah, mine doesn't give me anything. There is a Red Sonja 4K. I have it right there. It's just not domestic, but it was done by Studio Canal. The steels are coming warped. Now, somebody else just earlier said that they came in great condition, well packaged. So that's must be a hit or miss. That's not good. This is funny. This doesn't have anything to do with anything, but to any of you guys that think that us YouTubers are getting rich out here, for some reason, it's like this month it is dropping off the table. So for every 1,000 views, that's what their YouTube is paying your old AVA Pop Culture right now. That is pretty low. Pretty low. That is less than half of what they paid like in August, September, October, and November. That's right. To get a 6-inch sub. Now, yeah, it used to be a $5 footlong. I couldn't even get that for 1,000 now, and it's not $5 for a footlong. Yeah, I can get like a candy bar and a glass of water. You out of here, Blockbuster box sets? I didn't catch it. I think he was doing something tonight too. He's got to make himself pretty for his live stream. Hey, Joseph Vincent in the house. Yeah, this month is rough, man. It's like, dude, like, what are y'all doing? Yeah, it's actually pretty low. Julie, thank you. She says $4.99. She said 1,000 views right there. I appreciate the $4.99 super chat. She gets us to number 2 out of our 10. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. We get to our goal, we'll do the giveaway. So it's low compared to last year, huh? I didn't even know. I didn't know because I wasn't. I didn't have this channel, but it is super low, and it just seems like it keeps going down. It's like the more views I get, the more it goes down. Are you talking about the steals, Brent? I've never seen Nightcrawler. Everybody keeps telling me about that one. That was one I haven't seen. That's a blind spot for me. Web, it said only 8% of all YouTube channels monetized. I think it's actually 6. I think they actually recently just was a YouTuber talking, or somebody that works for YouTube talking just the other day said like 6% of channels. So it's pretty low. And less than 1% of all channels have 10,000 subscribers or more. So, or at least 10,000 subscribers. Frank, what's up? Doing all right, man. Hope you are too. Too bad making it rain doesn't count as a super chat. I know. It's so Joseph, Joseph, crap. Somebody just sent me Turbo Kid. I was just sent Turbo Kid, and I don't know if he's in here, so I didn't want to call him out yet. I can't find Summer of '84 with a slip. I want to see it. I haven't seen that either, but I did just get a gift of Turbo Kid. So it like just came. I just opened it yesterday. Just got here and got some stuff. So that's super cool. I'm looking forward to watching that. I stayed up last night. We drove home from Florida yesterday, and I stayed up last night and I watched Invaders from Mars. I watched Drive. I had actually never seen it before. I watched Drive last night because I wanted to see if it was going to fit on a list that I was working on. And then I watched The Seventh Seal. And I watched most of Lola Montez, and because I'm working on my Criterion Closet critique video, Gina Gershon's Criterion Closet picks. And man, I've gotten into Lola Montez like 4 or 5 different times. I still don't know what it's about. No clue. It's got some pretty visuals. I got no clue. Oh, yeah, I got Nothing But Trouble. I got the old DVD snapper case. The old Dick Nose Judge. Detroit Rock City last night. I hadn't watched that in forever. Tyler, what is up, man? Glad to see you in here. Tyler was the very first channel subscriber. Very first. Woke Niner, are you not on there? Okay. Oh, thank you for bringing that. And Woke Niner hits me with a $5 super chat. We're 3 out of 10. I appreciate it, my brother. So he brings up this. He says, maybe now you'll add me the Patreon indie in card. There is a bunch of people who got memberships like last week and right before that. I haven't got everybody added because I recorded like 6 videos ahead of time because I was leaving out of town. And I just didn't have time. I just put what was already on there because I have to put those in manually, and I just didn't have time. But I will get everybody who is a member up there at ASAP. So I apologize for that, but that was me. I recorded like, what was it, Richard? Like 6 videos in one day. The other day, I had no voice at the end. I couldn't hardly speak the next day. So I had to get them up before I left. Oh, so you saw Jackie Brown, Tyler. That was what I was talking about before you got in here. I'm trying to get, I want to buy the steel books. They're expensive. I want to get, I really want the steel books. And, oh, I appreciate it, Woke Niner. It's all good. It renews soon. You've been a member for 3 months. But you're on it. I know you're on there as Woke Niner, right? But you're not on there under your name. Is that what's throwing me? I'm thinking I got you, but I don't have you. I got you in one spot and not both. That's what it is. But yeah, I'm trying to get to where I can do. I want the Lionsgate steel books. I really want to run with collecting that entire line. But man, that's hard. It is expensive. They just announced the Third Man, which I really want. but it's a lot to buy. And then I still haven't bought the Reanimator yet, and I gotta have that. Like, I'm above everybody else on YouTube. I've been talking about that one. Start a crowdfunder to get this man some steals. Trick or not, I appreciate that, man. You like The Substance? So, like, I liked it, and then there were things I didn't like about it, and that bothered people that I didn't just say I completely love it or I completely dislike it. People want it to be all the way one way or the other, and I find that is often not the case with me in movies. Now, there are some that I'm just over the moon about, and there's some that I never care to watch again. That was neither one of those. So, yeah, Webb, I did a review on The Substance. Substance, you check it. I definitely recommend checking it out. Steelbook Collector, thank you. Chase is killing the movies content. Any Arrow box sets that I'm chasing down, like as far as out of print ones, Barbarella and Legend. That's my two big out of print Arrow ones that I'm looking for. I think I got everything else that's like newer that I'm hunting, but the out of print ones, those two, that's the two I haven't gotten: Barbarella and Legend. Hey, Tony O, good evening. Yeah, yes, Lauren. Canadian maker, you gonna make it rain? Okay, you're on this, but not the Patreon. I'll get you fixed before the next video goes up, Woke Niner. Canadian Maker Project, making it rain. 5 AVA Pop Culture memberships. The Culture Vultures got one. Mark J got one. Kieran Phillip got one. Chris got one. Roselli's dad got one. Awesome. I appreciate that, Canadian Maker. I love people getting to see behind the curtain with memberships. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, Jackie Brown, like that one looked just like, that's the one that caught my eye so much. And I'm so excited to rewatch it. I have not seen Jackie Brown since it was in the movie theaters. So I'm very excited to watch that. Daniel Banks, hey, what's up? Me and my wife randomly go, hey, everybody, from your intro, watch your vids every day. I love to hear that. I've done that with people too. Like I'll do stuff like that and do quotes all the time. Hey, everybody, it's Chase with AV Pop Culture again. I feel like I'm a radio DJ. For some reason, I like in my membership, I'm going to start doing a video series where I write a script. And you guys can see that process. And because I have a couple of ideas for one. They come at me from nowhere. You can ask Risser. We were driving down to Florida, and I had to have her all of a sudden hand me a notebook going down the road. And I was just having to write words and like notes that would make me remember, because a whole idea for an entire movie came to me just driving down the road. And I filled up a whole page, just words to remind me of what I was thinking of. So I'm going to write a script and have you guys follow along with it. But the reason I was saying that is I have a script right now for Diner 27 that needs a final draft. And I'm a big fan of Gremlins and Spielberg and like all this stuff in the 80s DJ. You know, I've always talked about that trope in horror movies. So I actually have a tip of the cap to that in there, who's rocking Ricky Vinyl. And I always think I sound like a radio DJ for some reason. I don't mean to on my intro, where it's like, hey, everybody, it's Chase with AV Pop Culture again. From the racks and stacks, it's the best on wax. That's what I feel like it sounds like. And I don't mean to. I'm just always like excited to jump in and start talking. I have not discussed Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2 because I don't have them yet. But I'm going to get them. Oh, there's a steelbook for Young Guns? I didn't realize there was a steelbook for Young Guns. I can't wait for the Jackie Brown one. So here's the other problem with Lionsgate. It's saying that for free shipping, it's 5 to 8 days wait. And if you want it in 2 days, like Amazon, they're charging $20 for shipping. Well, I got to find that Young Guns. I'm a huge Young Guns is like my favorite Western, and I took heat for that. What other Stallone movies would I like to see in 4K? Cobra. Cobra needs to be in 4K. We need a over-the-top 4K here in the States. There's rumored one overseas. We need one here. Those two, definitely. Pontypool. Judge Dredd. Judge Dredd's a great one. Judge Dredd is a great. I like that movie a lot. Underrated. City Slickers 1 and 2. I love. I just randomly bought the City Slickers. It's over here somewhere. Off of Amazon when I was doing my Western video. And it came with the Blu-ray from Scream Factory, and it came with a slip. I was blown away that it came with a slip. Striptease is a good one. I like Striptease. I got Brewster's Millions. I found that recently used. Sean, I did like the Keep release. I did like it. I thought it was good. And it just reminded me of being a kid watching with my older brother because he used to rent that movie all the time in the early 80s, like right when it came out. And it made me feel like that. It made me feel like we were sitting in the room in his bedroom floor watching it. Weezard, welcome to Pop Culture Friends. We got, all right, man. I appreciate he joined. And we have a new Pop Culture family member here. Appreciate that, man. Welcome aboard. Check out all the good stuff back there. There's good stuff. There's some good stuff, including some old short films I did. Those were a lot of fun. I think all the ones I posted on there are ones that actually won the Atlanta 48-hour film race. So, yeah, Cobra, I'm with you, Tyler. That was like number one. Over the Top is getting one, but it's overseas. Vinegar Syndrome or Arrow needs to give me a big box set of that here, too. Oh, Cobweb, Daniel used to do the 48-hour film races. Yeah, like so in my members like videos, I've posted like 3 or 4, might be 3. I won it here in Atlanta 4 times. 3 or 4 times we won it. I always love. They're fun to do. They're fun. They're hard. They're hard though. Changing Lanes 4K. Wolfman Chase. It's that late night, like it gets into my brain. And then like I hear, at the beginning of Gremlins, you hear the wacky, I call it the wacky. You had 2. You had the wacky FM DJ or the late night DJ. And in Gremlins, he was Rockin' Ricky Rialto or something like that. So I did the homage to him in my script, Diner 27, and he's rocking Ricky Vinyl. And I actually think he does say the part in the script where he's from the racks and the stacks. We've got the best on wax, like because it's well, I can't spoil the movie. It's just a script right now, but he is not what he appears to be, even though he is a DJ. But he is a big part in the movie, just his voice. Oh, Tyler, you got the 1982. Yes, that documentary is really good. Really good. I haven't watched the Gray Skull, that right there behind my thumb. That's another documentary. I got to check that one out. Who won the 90s, Arnold or Stallone? Next question. I don't know. Let's see. Judgment Night would be good. Yeah, 90s, man. They both ruled. Oh, Adrienne Barbeau. Yes, from The Fog. I love her. Love her. Love her. I see that. That gives so much atmosphere to a movie so easy, and I'm so much about atmosphere. Adrienne Barbeau and the late night FM DJ and that whole creepy small town thing. That's what got me to do that video of creepy small town atmosphere movies. We'll talk about some of the videos I got planned coming up that I'm working on right now. The Gremlins 4K is awesome. It is awesome. I've got the Steelbook. Although The Fog is, I remember The Fog being much scarier when I was a kid. I don't think it's scary at all. No, it's just creepy, but I like that creepy, immersive vibe. I don't know if Daniel is in here, but I was just asking him, and maybe any of you have seen, it's a Nicolas Cage movie, The Season of the Witch. I don't even know. Somehow I didn't know that movie existed. Has anybody seen that? Because I have a lot of stuff that I'm trying to watch now for some lists. I don't have a lot of time to go too far off if it's not worth the time. Yes, I'm very excited for Outlaw Josie Wells, Tyler. That's one of my favorites. I love that one. Bill, you got to go. You got to be awake at 4 a.m., man. Well, hey, I appreciate it, and I appreciate this, my friend. And I will get Realm of Souls signed and sent back to you as quick as I can. It's not good. Quietly Games. So I'll tell you guys a couple. We're 3 out of 10 away. We'll hit our goal eventually, and we'll do a giveaway. But I am working on a bunch of different lists. Stallone and Sharon Stone in The Specialist needs a 4K. Yes, because in James Woods is the villain in that, and oh, that's what you said. James Woods is the villain in that, and I love me some James Woods too. So that would be an instant buy day one. Season of the Witch is worth a watch. If it's worth a watch, like that's all I need to know because I'm a Nick Cage fan. So if it's worth a watch, so how about that? Like Renfield just got announced from Screen Factory. I probably like that movie better than most people. I don't necessarily need that Screen Factory edition, though, because I have this cool 4K Steelbook from Turbine because I got this a while back. So I actually like this movie more than most people. So just getting to see Nicolas Cage play Dracula was super cool for me because I like Nicolas Cage. But Screen Factory announced this, so coming in 4K. And Time Cop. We're talking about 90s. Time Cop is coming on 4K with Van Damme. Instant buy. Instant. That scene on the road with the Confederates and the gold alone, like, man, that is an instant buy. Yeah, John Doe. Yeah, Time Cop is instant grab. Instant grab. You just found Season of the Witch, Hunting the Wild. What? Yes, Mandy. I need to watch Mandy. Because I still haven't seen it. Cyborg 4K would be great. How do I feel about Toy Soldiers 1991? Drew, it's been on a couple of my lists. I've been trying to tell people about it. I really like it. I really like that movie. You're talking about the one with Sean Astin, right? And Lou Gossett Jr. Cobweb Channel. Oh, so you like Mandy too? I've got to see Mandy. I may watch Mandy tonight. Saturn 3. I don't even know what that is. You're a Mandy fanboy, so you probably won't shut up till you see it. That's all right. Iron Eagle needs a 4K. I think I just did a list with like some movies like that that definitely need a 4K, and Iron Eagle was on there. Mandy might be too much style for me. Interesting. Oh, Street Fighter. Damn it, y'all are taking some of my stuff. So Street Fighter, I'm working on a list of so bad that movies that are so bad that I love them. That's kind of so bad they're good. Street Fighter may have a home there. Lionheart's a good movie. I got the MVD. I just bought the MVD Blu-ray of Lionheart. You're all heart, Lionheart. I actually like another movie of his that nobody likes. Is The Quest. I actually like that one. I love Lionheart though. Lionheart's really good. Time Cop and Cyborg's the last two great Van Damme flicks. Yeah, I love it, man. Cyborg. My uncle was obsessed with Cyborg, man. Like, so I saw that one a lot. Oh, Kickboxer 4K is 1,000%. They don't give me nothing. I had to buy it. It is 1,000% worth the 4K. This thing is 1,000,000% worth it. It's not just the cool packaging. The 4K of this, the picture quality is. Daniel's in here. Daniel, this is one of those, Daniel. If you had the Blu-ray and you pop the 4K into it, you'd tell the difference. Big one. Like some of them are just, I don't know. Bloodsport. There is a Bloodsport foreign 4K, and I have it somewhere over here. I hate when I mention stuff and then I don't have it at my fingertips. So I have the Bloodsport. This is a really good 4K too. It's a high recommend. There's a steelbook too, but we need a domestic release of this. Iron Eagle would be a home run for Vinegar Syndrome. So would Cobra. So would Over the Top. Okay, USA. Commando on 4K would it doesn't make any sense to me why Commando is not on 4K. Webb, thanks for joining us. Appreciate you stopping in. Yeah, I was just at Universal Studios, and I don't know how much longer they're going to keep the Simpsons land or take it out of there because now Disney owns it. So I had to get me a Duff beanie because I'm going to do it, Risha. She hates this because I do it all the time. I love the Duff Man. Like, you can't get enough of that wonderful Duff. Duff Man. Oh, yeah. I probably do that like 10 times every time we walk through there. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I've seen Stone Cold with Brian Bosworth for sure. I mean, I was a football player back when he was like a big football player, so seeing him go into movies, so yeah, I saw it. Oh, I am 1,000,000% interested in Masters of the Universe. I was one step shy on their Instagram of begging 88 Films to send it to me for a review. Oh, William, I love Cheers. Dr. Nick Riviera. Oh, no. Yeah, Stone Cold. I would buy the VSU of that. Yeah, Masters of the Universe. I definitely need it. I don't need it. I don't get it. Commando. Yeah, the Blu-ray on it is really old. It's also kind of desaturated. I actually checked it now that I got my OLED and the Panasonic, the big Panasonic player over here, and it is still. It just looks like somebody bled the color out a little bit. Yeah, as long as Universal pays the licensing fee, they will let them have it. But since I do this over there and I have some inside info, they want to put like Pokemon, believe it or not, where The Simpsons is. And Disney has actually been sending out to some people, certain pass holders and other media, like asking how they would feel if they added The Simpsons to one of their parks. So take that for what you will. You've only seen Commando on the Blu-ray. So I haven't seen, I used to have the VHS, and it definitely pushed more magenta, more reddish, warmish than the Blu-ray does, I feel like. But I would like that movie is just so like it's 100%. He's dead tired, you know, like that movie needs it. Movie Den, hey Jordan, what's up? Daniel, if that came out and you didn't get the 4K, I would like drive the 4K up there to you. Canadian Maker just sent another $5 super chat. So we are 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10. So he asked the question. Oh, we do need Silverado 4K. I bang the drum on Silverado all the time. Love that movie. Ashley, hello. You're going through your horror, suspense, thriller movie collection while listening to the live. I love it. So he asked, did I ever get my Neverending Story 4K? I got it today. I got it today. I haven't opened it. I opened this box. I got number 345 out of 1,500. So the first thing I noticed is it didn't look as big when I was holding it as it did when everybody else was holding it. But yeah, so I got it here, and I'm gonna open it if I can get it open. I mean, like with everybody else, I was like, man, it's like half the size of a grown man. So it's got like a protector. Yeah, this is the replacement. They sent me a replacement. The lost one never got here. Everybody's already done the video. I don't think anybody cares to see me do this video anymore. So y'all have all seen this. Everybody's seen it by now. I can't show you anything that you hadn't seen. But it does look awesome. Everybody has showed all this stuff to death. I mean, hell, Frank's in here. Frank's done 2 of them. Yeah, the lost one is in somebody's collection right now. You're not kidding. There's the money shot right there. The never-ending story. There it is. The first and last thing that I ever ordered directly from Imprint. But yeah, I thought about doing it in a video, but honestly, everybody's seen this to death. It is super cool. I didn't see anything wrong with mine anywhere. It's dented a little bit right here, but it looks good. It's very cool. It's a leather feeling and all that kind of stuff. And I know all of y'all seen it, but I wanted to let you know that I got it because I've been talking about not having it forever. And it came today, and I actually had to go to the post office and pick it up. But yeah, it's here. And I was honestly like, I'm happy with how like the size of it and everything. I honestly thought that it was bigger because it just looked bigger when everyone was holding it. But maybe I'm just big. So there it is. I got it. Very happy. Can't wait to watch it. I will probably never put it back in that protector. I probably won't. All right, I'll try to catch back up with the chat. I still haven't seen Wolfman. I actually had a so when I was down there covering that hotel opening for Universal, the content creators for that stuff, they were all asking me about movies. And they were all like, have you seen what do you think of The Substance? Have you seen Wolfman? What do you think of Nosferatu? And I'm like, I haven't seen Wolfman. I haven't seen Nosferatu. And they're like, wait, you do movies? And I'm like, yes, but I have tons of movies to watch. It's harder to actually get out to go to the theater. Oh, Trek or not? Yeah, I mean, some things are not as they're not going to hit the same way as an adult. Oh, well, no, I appreciate it. The hotel one that I just did. Yeah, it's for some reason I'm always surprised when any of you guys who follow me over here go over there and watch, because like I mean that channel is like 2 years old. It's only got like 2,000 subscribers, but that's not why I was doing that channel as much either. It was just for like fun, and then I started getting more serious about it. Then I realized it helped me stay sharp in editing, and then I thought, man, I could do this and talk movies and get very fulfilled by talking movies too. I call The Burbs horror. I call it a horror comedy. You like to hear my thoughts on which one? Canadian Maker Project on what? I really want The Burbs 4K too, by the way. You wish that Lost one was in your room. Okay, that's what you're talking. Canadian Maker, which one would you want to hear my thoughts on? You talking about The Never Ending Story? And for some reason, that last super chat that Canadian Maker didn't count for the targets. I don't know what happened there, but I'm gonna count that as 4. Where are you going, Pinocchio? I don't have a Blu-ray of The Burbs at all. Oh, I appreciate that, Woke Niner. Oh, did the timer run out on our targets? Is that what it is? That might be the first time we ever didn't even get to half of the targets. What is up with that? That's all right. That's why it didn't start one over again, too. Because usually when you hit it, it starts like another one over. You bought 24 4Ks already this year, John Doe Juggalo? I bought this one. I did get 2 things tonight, but they were like less than the price of one normally. And Risha bought me some of the Scream, made me buy. She like put the money on my card and is like, go buy like Vampires and Ghost of Mars and Night of the Creeps, or she was going to kill me while I slept. Because I wasn't buying them because of the money. And she's like, you're going to buy those Scream Factory ones because you're not going to pay more for them later when they're gone. It was a short. Yeah, I don't know what. Like, let's see here. I'll do the thing again. Let's see. Can I know how to do it? Let's see. All right, we'll do it for an hour because I'll probably go one more hour. And I'll keep in mind that we already got some. So I think that's all I bought. I got the few Scream Factory. I got I got this for like $17, 4K, and then the 2 movies tonight. But the 2 movies tonight were less than the normal one price of a 4K from Arrow. So Very excited for Drugstore Cowboy on the 4K Criterion. A huge Mount Dillon fan. So that's a Gus Van Sant film. I have not seen it, but that's Gus Van Sant, right? So if it's Van Sant, I will probably get it at some point. Netflix is going up to $25 a month. Good grief. Well, that, you know, I did a video today on good movies that, like 10 of the best movies that they're refusing to put out on physical media, which pisses me off. Becca, I'm a nerd, I guess. I love the movies like Conan, Master of the Universe, Red Sonja. So do I. Oh, I like Cole the Conqueror. All those movies. So, you guys want me to tell you a few? Okay, so Anthony, yes, Gus Van Sant. I'll definitely get that one at some point. You guys want me to tell you a few of the upcoming videos that I'm working on besides the Criterion Closet Critique, which I'm only going to be able to probably do one of those a month because I got to watch like 6 or 7 movies to do that. One video. And they're not easy watching movies, and a lot of them I haven't seen before. But besides that, I am working on a bunch of videos, doing a lot of research and planning on videos. I don't just throw these things together. What's the best way to get my movies? Yeah, you can just message me on Instagram, or you can just email me at AVA with Chase. And I'm selling them until they're gone. I'm doing PayPal, and you can just email me. Because when those are gone, I'm not selling anymore. I'm going to remaster them before I sell them. But yeah, that's the only way to get them. So I've got a couple lists that I'm working on because I want to give you guys some movies that everybody's not always talking about. We always talk about just the new stuff or new releases or stuff on physical, but there's a lot of other movies out there that we never think of and watch. And like a couple of those lists that I've done like that have really exploded. I mean, a couple of them maybe because of the title probably drew a lot more attention. But I am working on 10 hardcore horror movies that are hard, or 10 horror movies that are hard to watch more than once. 10 horror movies that are hard to watch, basically. I'm working on that. I'm working on a list of what I think are some of the most mind-bending movies that you've ever seen. I am working on 10 what I call high-octane movies. Now, here's the caveat with like the movies that are hard to watch. So somebody said The Human Centipede. They have to be, to me, I don't find anything worthwhile about The Centipede or a Serbian film or any of that. They have to be movies that are what I consider to be good movies, but they're just damn hard to watch. They have to have redeeming qualities. I think if it's just done for shock value, I'm out. And then the high octane movies, and a lot of people are going to think that just means like car movies or something like that. It doesn't. I'll classify what I mean by that when we get to the video. So hopefully I'll be getting some things that you guys haven't seen. I'm doing an 80s horror movies that you've never seen before list. So I've got a few things working. So my plan, as far as channel plans go, is I'm going to try to do 2 to 3 list ranking videos, recommendation videos, which I consider all those to be all of that. 2 to 3 of those a week. And then I'm going to try to start doing more like actual 4K reviews, like more movie reviews of physical media stuff. So 1 to 2 of those per week, physical media news, and just other random topics dropped in here and there. So on a week, I want you to be able to look for 2 to 3 list ranking recommendation videos from me, 1 to 2 4K reviews from me, a physical media news once a week, a live stream once a week. and that's kind of how I'm looking at it. And then any other topical things that come out will drop in there. So that's hopefully that'll be something to interest you guys. I don't want to wear you out with lists, but I know a lot of people like the list / recommendation rankings things. So that'll be kind of what I'm doing. Hopefully that works. We'll see how that works. And then you'll get special videos like the Criterion Closet critiques and the chases and the wild hunts. Those will drop in there too. Why so Bluetooth? Yo. I have seen End of Days. I preach the gospel on End of Days a lot. That would be a good 4K as well. Like End of Days a lot. Juanita, hello. Today is Juanita's birthday. Happy birthday.
Sunday is yours.
Yeah, Sunday is my birthday. Sunday is my birthday. So hopefully I can I can buy me, I'm raising the money and I can buy me some more 4Ks because shocking. What I would like for my birthday is more movies or movie watching equipment upgrades. Thank you, Woke Niner. Thank you, Nicholas. Yeah, I totally forgot it was my birthday. The Driver, Theater of Blood, Runaway Train, or some forgotten kinds of flicks you watched recently. Those are good ones. I have not, because I don't think I've seen The Driver, but that's been a while. I don't know if I've seen those other two. Oh, Canadian Maker, I appreciate that, man. He says $5 super chat says happy birthday. Thank you. Becca, thank you. She says happy birthday, Juanita and Chase. Well, 90 years was on the 12th. Well, happy late birthday. Rish's was on the 14th. Tyler, thank you. Oh, man, getting better, not older. I say that all the time. I can't remember if I showed this or not, but I think I did. I can't remember. But Tyler sent me this from Umbrella. And check that crap out. 194 out of 1,500. I think I probably showed this, but I just think it's such a cool release. Very, very cool release. Awesome gift. Awesome gift. That artwork is so subtle with the. I think it's a cool release. A Running Man remake. I don't know. They are doing a Running Man remake. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I don't particularly like any of Arnold's or Stallone's movies getting remade. Ashley, thank you. Thank you so much. William says I need to get a giant pancake from Pancake Pantry in Gatlinburg. I've been there before. Why so Bluetooth? House of the Devil Rules the only Ty West film you like. I like X. I think X is my favorite of his. Now I actually haven't seen Pearl and Maxine, so I can't say. But of the ones I've seen, I actually think that X is my favorite. The X has some Texas Chainsaw Massacre to it. And if you guys follow me, you know that Martin Cove from Karate Kid, he always refers to me as his young Peckinpah, like Sam Peckinpah. And because he says my writing and directing and like my imagination style goes towards Peckinpah, which is a big compliment and also scary. And I feel like the topics of X is something I would have wrote into a script. So I just feel like that one is like one I would do. Do I think License to Drive will come out on 4K? You would think so eventually. There may be some music problems with that one. I think music is probably why we don't have Can't Buy Me Love. You got Beatles as the title song to that, right? I'm aging like fine wine, Becca. You age like milk. Yeah, Glenn Powell, who I like, but I just can't see him playing the Arnold role. I just can't do that. Oh, did I answer if you're a Harley Davidson Marlboro Man fan? I did like that movie. I haven't seen it in forever. Across the Universe, I haven't seen in forever. I'm aging like milk. Get sour with age. There is a degree to me of House of the Devil that is what they call a mumblecore movie, where it's just a lot of talking, a lot of talking. But look up mumblecore if you haven't. But like when it sets off, it goes, buddy. The thing that made those Arnold movies fun is the cheese element that's just been lost in the modern 100%. Let off some steam, Bennett. You know, stuff like that. The don't bother my friend, he's dead tired. You know, all that kind of stuff, man, just was like, you know. Remember when I said I would kill you last? I lied. I have never been to the Arnold Classic, believe it or not. And I mean, I wasn't a bodybuilder. I was a power lifter, but I trained bodybuilders for a long time. But I never went there. The Rock has charisma. He doesn't have the charm that like Arnold had. There's a difference between the two. Arnold had both in spades. Still does. Even when he says stupid stuff, like it just Arnold is like I can't. He's playing Santa Claus. You guys see this? He's playing Santa Claus in an upcoming movie, and the pictures look awesome of him as Santa. Secret Window would be cool. That's a twisty movie. You guys let me know. Is there a 4K of From Hell? Yeah, Arnold's playing Santa Claus. I forget the name of the movie, but it looks good. All right, we got 1 out of 10 this time on the goals. If we get to, let's see, so that's like 5 between the two. So we're getting there. Murder by Death 76. I can't say I've seen that one. Yes, From Hell with Johnny Depp. Becca, 4K of that. I don't know if there's a 4K of that out there. Cheese, Ragnar, 80s cheese. You saw Den of Thieves. It was good. What about Flight Risk? Anybody see that? I seem like I've been hearing a lot about that. Juanita, you talking about Mask with Cher and Sam Elliott and there's a moth in here and Eric Stoltz. There's a moth on my trying to get out of my tea. That's a good movie nobody ever talks about. Is Mask. That's actually Cher. That's Cher's best performance of anything she's done, I think. What Dreams May Come. Visually that would be good. Wild Bunch. I'm surprised there's not a Wild Bunch 4K the way they're doing Westerns and stuff. Oh, you're talking about Wildlife. I haven't seen Wildlife. But I am surprised there's not a Wild Bunch 4K. Let's see. There was another movie. I'll watch it because, I had fun with The Wraith. You're going to see The Wraith on something coming up here soon. There was another movie I was going to ask you guys about. I got to find it. I wrote it down. Give me a second. Has anybody seen? I'll give this away though, but I'm just kind of curious to how far off the beating path this one is. Has anybody seen The Joneses? Not Keeping Up with the Joneses with Gal Gadot and John Hamm and all that stuff, but The Joneses with Demi Moore and David Duchovny, and I think Amanda Heard is in it, and Gary Cole. One of my friends who is in Bring Me a Dream is in it too. The guy that plays the cop in Bring Me a Dream, Rob Progro. So The Joneses, I don't know if it has a physical media release. I've seen the movie a bunch because Rob was in it, but I'm a big David Duchovny fan. I was just wondering how widely known that one was. Yeah, I think the Joneses is a really good movie. I'm probably going to talk about it here soon. We're going to go into some things with it, but I'm going to, out of like 80 people in here, only a few people have said they've seen it. I have not seen Amazing Grace and Chuck. I have not seen that. John Doe, you've seen the Joneses. John Doe Juggalo has seen it. Brian from the Last Movie Standing's not in here anymore. He might have seen it. But people talking about Demi Moore's performances. Demi Moore and David Duchovny in the Joneses lay down some performances. They really do. Oh, A Scanner Darkly I haven't seen forever. Cameron Crowe, Chris Penn, Leah Thompson, the other guy from Weird Science in Wildlife. Well, I've got to see that. I got to see that now. Okay, I'll look it up, Joseph. Californication and X-Files are two of my favorite shows. I love Californication. I'm a writer first and foremost, so that movie or that show gets with me so hard. Now, he's self-destructive in that show in a stupid way that I'm not, but there's a lot of his other thought processes are very similar. Let's see here. Oh, man. No, I have not seen this, Joseph. Randy Quaid is in it, too. Oh, yeah, Ian Mitchell Smith. Do you know that guy from Weird Science went on? He quit acting and became a doctor. Oh, man, I got to check this out. Wildlife. That camera never wants to focus my phone. Amber Heard is not the focus of the movie at all. I mean, she's somewhat irrelevant. Dark City 4K. Yeah, that would be Court was her best performance. Oh, is it his only other film? Yeah, I knew he quit acting and became a doctor. Yeah, Wyatt from Weird Science. So Drew says, after my murder mystery video, I owe it myself to watch Murder by Death. Okay. I always make notes of everything because I'm always trying to look through and make the most interesting and best lists and recommendation lists and rankings lists that I can give you guys. Absolutely shocked Once Bitten doesn't have a 4K. 1408 needs one as well. %. Should I give away a Dark Roads or a Creature feature tonight? That's the question. We got to hit the goal first. But which one, if we get there, which one should I give away? From Hell does not have a 4K. It's Disney. Well, hopefully Sony gets it and puts out a nice steelbook that isn't $70. All right, Dark Roads. 2 votes for Dark Roads. Becca says Creature feature. Which one, Becca, do you remember which one has the most extra? Or do you have Creature feature, Becca? Jim Carrey does have few 4Ks. Well, we got to get to like at least enough to cover how much the thing costs. You want the Duff beanie. Can't get enough of my wonderful Duff. No way. Duff Man does not approve. I have heard of Enter the Void. I actually had it on a list a while back. Becca, do you have Creature feature? Playing God with David Duchovny, late 90s neo-noir. I haven't seen that. Oh, no, Creature feature, Buried Kane. Buried Kane, I can't help. I own like 3 copies, and that's it. That's all there is that I know of, unless you buy from Japan. So no Creature feature. Have you? So you can't answer that. I couldn't remember which movie had the most special features. Probably Dark Roads. Thank you, William. There's another movie I was going to ask you guys if you had seen. Oh, you haven't seen The Doorway? Nobody's got The Doorway. Do they show in the CLZ app? That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, Dark Roads has a good bit because we got the music video, we got the VH1 behind the scenes type interview thing, we have gag reel, all kinds of stuff. Does anybody remember the movie Cool World with Brad Pitt that is partly animated, kind of like Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Nobody ever talks about that one. Oh, were you? That was one I feel like was really like around the heydays of video rental stores. I remember the big displays of that one. So Cool World does have a physical release other than DVD. Ah, he kind of does. Saw Cool World at the drive-in. That's what I'm talking about. I love seeing old movies at the drive-in, or back in the day when I did. Saw Ghostbusters at the drive-in. Is Cool World a Disney property? I hope not. So I got to watch Mandy. I got to watch Murder by Death. There's something else you guys were telling me to watch. I remember the real store she put on a TV. It had a nude scene, and then she had to turn it off real quick. That's funny. I have seen Bad Milo. That is coming on a list here soon. It basically, if you like Basket Case, it reminds me of Basket Case. Oh, of course, Surf Ninjas. Yeah, Ernie Reyes Jr. Beyond the Black Rainbow. I haven't seen that one. Oh, it's from the director Mandy. It's the Hulk meets a hemorrhoid. Midnight Edition. Hold on. What's the other one? Hot Stuff, 1979. Yeah, Bad Milo I've seen once, and that the first thing I thought of was Basket Case. Son-in-Law 4K would be awesome. I love that movie. Pink Flamingos. You're talking about John Waters' Pink Flamingos? I've seen that a couple times. I don't. Oh, Cool World is Paramount. Well, that's good. Pink Flamingos is shocked me that Criterion put Pink Flamingos out. Oh yeah, Scanner Darkly. I remember when a Scanner Darkly came out. Just to hell with them mashed potatoes. And just to hell with them mashed potatoes. We want to hear what you got to say. Oh, Crawl, you go ahead. Old Lane Smith, another one of us Smith boys. Now let's wheeze out and munch on some grindage. I'll remember, Drew. I got it wrote down over here. I'm wrote down all my. No, he's eating the juice. I'm keeping all my. If anybody's recommended anything, it's going right here with all these other movies that I'm putting on that I've been thinking of. To my handwriting is bad, so I'm not giving anything away. With everything I'm looking up and researching for some different recommendations and lists. The turkey had a heart attack, and no bunny. That was the Cadbury Bunny Guy's voice, Grandpappy, and no bunny knows Easter better than him. I wrote Saturn 3 down. I have no idea what it is, but I wrote it down. No, he's eating the juice. That's from Encino Man. Which one are you, Bartles or James? Puffy Cheeks, chill. I love Son-in-Law, man. That is every Thanksgiving like watch for me. Can I please whittle wood with you? He's just mingling. cheek chillers. Likes, hates. Give me a pair of cheek chillers. Anybody remember that part? I don't understand why Chronicles of Narnia doesn't have a 4K, but it's Disney, isn't it? That movie would look amazing. It's over here somewhere, but I'm pretty sure that's Disney. Yeah, the 7-Eleven. 1 minute, 2 minute. Figures. Hot on the outside, popsicle in the middle. 2 minutes. Yeah, I almost bought the homebrew of Son-in-Law, and then I found just the DVD for a couple of bucks, so I grabbed it just to watch it. But Encino Man, I want really bad too. My grandmother took me to see that. I went and saw that. I was like 14, I think, 15 when it came out, and she wanted to see it too. We went and saw it. Ben, thank you so much. Ben gave me a $5 super chat. He said, I've learned a lot from you, Chase. Thank you for your work. Man, I appreciate that. That means a lot. If I can share anything that I know, remember, love, like, don't like, anything I know, and it helps, and it gives anybody even 5 minutes of enjoyment in an otherwise stressful world, that makes me happy, man. That's the power of movies. Oh, Dutch. That's a lost John Hughes movie that nobody ever talks about. Tango and Cash doesn't have a 4K that I know of. It might, but I don't think so. Dutch is a good movie. Really good. That's another Thanksgiving watch. Clay, thank you so much. You really enjoyed my vids. I appreciate that. You know, it's funny. The two biggest videos that I've had now are the gratuitously graphic ones, which wasn't just like, nudity graphic. It was like just everything graphic. And the last one that I did, like the delightfully dirty horror films. Which they are. I mean, they're good movies though. Like the difference is I don't put a movie on the list usually just to because of what it has in it. It has to still be a movie that's fun or worth watching. The funny thing about that 10 delightfully dirty horror movies list, those were all movies that I had talked about at other times. I had just never talked about them together in that context. And as soon as I did, suddenly that video got like 30-something thousand views. So I appreciate that, Nicholas. Yeah, I'm usually not going to put a movie on the list and be like, I would never watch this movie, but if you want shock value, here it is. Because I don't dig movies like that. It's got to have, in my opinion, the movie's got to earn it. It's got to be within the style of the movie, all that kind of stuff. Fun to watch. Polly Shore aged like milk. Oh, and Married with Children. Dutch was in the free movie bin. Yeah, Dutch, I knew was out of print. So hopefully my upcoming list better than yes, Carrot Top did age rough. Hopefully my upcoming lists do well. Those lists like that, those videos where like you get 30,000-40,000 views, jumps off, they grow the channel so much, so fast. Yeah, Rich is okay over there. Everybody hears you coughing.
Oh my God. Well, I was laughing at this.
Oh, she was laughing and she started coughing. No, she's not a smoker. She's just laughing, coughing.
What?
I can't. It's got music on there or something. I can't show it.
No, it's not.
Of mayonnaise.
Hold on.
I like it. Just for mayonnaise. sandwich, a jizz of mayonnaise is
A
required.
jizz of mayonnaise?
Like-
A fucking Is that something I should be saying at restaurants? Oh yes, on my cheeseburger I would just
Just-
like
This is what I deal with over here when I'm trying to watch movies, is the real queen over here scrolling through like Instagram reels and stuff, like just laughing out loud about stuff. I'll be like in the middle of watching like some serious movie and I just hear burst out of laughter over here. She gets kicked out of the movie room half the time.
That's funny though.
She's over there watching something about a jizz of mayonnaise on a burger or something.
But the way the
doesn't-
guy goes, excuse me, what?
I don't think I would order a jizz of mayonnaise on my burger.
That's what he was saying. That's why it's funny.
House Guest with Pauly Shore. I don't know if I've seen that one. Mayonnaise Fizz. Steve, what's up? Best horror 4K movie? I mean, The Thing has to be up there. Ooh, that's a hard one. The Thing is up there for sure. I'd have to really think about that after The Thing, but The Thing jumps to mind first. I'm so using a jizz of mayonnaise from now
That shit's funny as hell.
on.
The way that you goes, I'm sorry, what?
House Guest, I think of the Sinbad movie with Phil Hartman, which is also impossible to find. And I found the DVD of it. Oh, yeah, Class Act. Class Act's good with Kid and Play. Everybody's still going so far. Little slower, little chiller in here tonight. Little chiller. House Party. Yeah, House Party is good. I mean, like that was a classic when I was a kid. Jizz of Mayo. No, it wasn't. It was just some random guy, but all the greats popped in. Yeah. Everybody popping in. Canadian makers logging off. Drew, I appreciate that. It says, Chase, you're the real deal. So glad I'm along this channel. Hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. I appreciate it, Drew. Canadian Maker Project jumped in, dropped some super chats, made it rain. Awesome. Remember, he just got the sell. I saw it today. Sent me a video. He got the sell, which looks like it's a thicker package. But the super is a good one. Pauly Shore's doing the movie of Richard Simmons. That ought to be interesting. Favorite Will Smith movie? Mine is I Am Legend. Risha said Bad Boys before I got it out of my mouth.
1 and 2.
But she's from the Miami area too, so that like adds to it. No, there was not a Sinbad movie called Shazam. That was that. No, it wasn't. That was Shaquille O'Neal. That's the one everybody remembers wrong. Shaquille O'Neal was in, I think it was Shazam or Kazam, and one of them was Kazam or something like that. Oh, Tony O was talking about Turbo Kid in here earlier. I'm probably gonna watch that. I've got if I can get two or three movies tonight, it's gonna be on the list. Was just talking about that in here earlier. Thank you so much. Yeah, Kazam. Joseph, wish it rained cheeseburgers. My favorite, 6 Degrees of Separation. I would have to think about the Will Smith. Men in Black. Probably Men in Black. We are the Men in Black. I still love that ride down there at Universal too. We just rode that. Galaxy Defenders. I promise I can't sing. That's not among my talents. I can lip sync the hell out of anything for you, though. As long as it's not raining jizzes of mayonnaise, we're good. Pursuit of Happiness is good. Like when he has to do the Rubik's Cube so fast. I don't have Men in Black 2. I've got the first Men in Black Steelbook 4K. I want a dog like that. I want a pug. Risha keeps telling me that they're too ugly. But I like them. Come the MIBs. Means what you think you saw, you did not see. Oh, well, yeah. Do you know, that movie, like, he got real weird about doing it after he did it. Yeah, I could name the pug Arnold. That would be so good. He was a mean bastard. They can lose their eyes from seeing. Well, I mean, I had an English bulldog forever, and he died. Like, my son is 14 now. He waited on my son to get here. He lasted a month after my son arrived. You could not get anywhere near my son, or that dog would be on you. And then he just went to sleep in my arms, kind of not being able to breathe good. But he was almost 12, and for an English bulldog, that was old. But I miss that dog every day, and I've not been able to have one since. And I don't think I could ever get another white English bulldog because of that. But a pug, I keep thinking of a pug. Oh, thanks, Nicholas. It's been a long time. But I just told Risha, was it yesterday or the day before, we were laying in the bed watching TV, and I was like, I miss my dog. It's been a long time. What year are the Playboy magazines behind me? That one, the black one, is from January of 94. This one with Burt Reynolds is from October of 79. I actually have 2 of those. One of them's in pristine condition. And I just read, this is a pop culture channel, we can talk pop culture, that Playboy is going back to print on magazine. They went away for like 2 years or 3 years. So they made some stupid decision to go online only, and they're going back. So that's a win, in my opinion, for physical media. But that is Playboy is pop culture iconic, like iconic. And it's going back to print magazine. So that's cool. Aw. I can't watch Marley and Me.
Nope, that was a one and done.
Juanita, your old man wants a pug and you want a Yorkie. Did you have 2 dogs, a cat, and now a guinea pig? Sons and Shadows. You got German Shepherds, huh? All been dolls to the family. Have a few cats. Don't make me confirm how many cats. We have 1. We have Mando. He's over there asleep.
He's the mama's boy.
No, you can hang out with Beef anytime. Raise a toast to breast milk for Playboy. The interviews are great. I'll tell you what, though, all kidding aside, the best print advertisements that ever existed were in Playboy magazine. The best print advertisements ever for everything. Mando is your cat's crush. I can't recommend Marley and Me. Well, I've met some women that were in play. Well, my friend April, who's in Dark Roads and stuff.
The last 5 minutes, you might as well just leave early.
She's in Playboy. And then my other friend, Chloe, who did Days of the Dead with me. She's just a friend of mine. I have it somewhere. She was actually on the cover of it. I think April did it 2 or 3 times, and then I think Chloe's done it once or twice, but she did got the cover once. It's a big. I mean, it was big. There's been so many famous people that did it. I'm a big Marilyn fan, of course. You know, those pictures of Marilyn for Playboy weren't actually for Playboy. Hugh Hefner bought those. They were from something else. That's how he really got his magazine going. I love in Beverly Hills Cop. Was it 2 when they go to the Playboy Mansion? Okay, so you're ordering summer rental from Blu-ray from Kino. So I don't want to step on Brian from The Last Movie Standing. My all-time favorite movie is Rocky. That one's easy. But we were talking about he might still be going to do this about Kino. I'm not liking what's happening with Kino. So, like you guys all know, if you follow me, I defend that sometimes they can't put a movie on 4K because the whole analogy I use that's kind of like turning your bright lights on in the fog and you just see more bad stuff you don't want to see. But if they do a full new 4K restoration and scan of a movie, and that is the scan that they use to put on a Blu-ray, then they're telling you that scan is good enough to use, that there's not enough wrong with it to not be able to use it. So why aren't they putting it on 4K? They're not doing it with summer rental, even though they did a new 4K restoration. I think it's Beethoven they're not doing it with. And there's 1 or 2 others me and Brian were talking about that Kino is doing that. Best Little Whorehouse in Texas with Burt Reynolds and Dolly Parton. They're from new 4K restorations and scans. If they're putting them on Blu-ray, using that scan, that tells me nothing's wrong with that scan, that they can't put it on 4K, which tells me they're just going to try to double dip, and eventually they're going to release that same one on 4K. And I don't like that. I don't understand that. I don't know why they would do that unless someone else outbid them for the 4K rights. It doesn't make sense. And if somebody else outbid them for 4K rights, why would they pay to do the 4K scan? I don't know. I just question that. But man, Summer Rental is probably my favorite John Candy movie. Summer Rental and Great Outdoors. So, Summer Rental has the Jimmy Buffett soundtrack, the Turn It Around, Heroes of like the whole Jimmy Buffett soundtrack. I love Summer Rental. So I don't know. The fact is, I don't think I have Summer Rental on. Let's see. Do I have Summer Rental? So I got this ancient, and I mean ancient DVD. So this DVD is now 27 years old. This says 1998. So I don't know. I'm torn about that. I don't like that. If you got a 4K scan, either put it on the 4K or say you don't have the rights to the 4K. I don't like doing that. Great Outdoors needs a 4K too. Oh, you see all the old school girls. I don't know if I can say that word on YouTube. But I know what you're talking about. Joseph says they do that because I'm the sucker that will buy it twice. I mean, if I don't hear any rumblings about it, I'm gonna buy it too. But that really sucks. I don't have the 4K transfer of Some Like It Hot. I have not even opened the Blu-ray. This was gifted to me by Daniel Marks, and I've only had it like a month. Like he gifted it to me like right before Christmas, and I haven't even had a chance to open this yet. And then they announced the 4K. I hate that Criterion doesn't even change their artwork. Do something to make it a little bit different. But I doubt I'll run to pick this up. Somebody else has a 4K of this. There's like a studio or a Kino or somebody else 4K of this too. That's probably my favorite Marilyn movie though. And no, that's not the one where her skirt blows up. That's like 7 Year Itch, I think. You're going to get the 4K of Some Like It Hot. I just can't justify it with everything else that I've got to buy, that I'm looking to buy, when I haven't even opened that Blu-ray. He wanted to meet Stacy Keibler, but it never happened. You got the 4K of Some Like It Hot for $7.99. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, Criterion needs to do something. They need to give like new artwork, something. Not just like, well, here's the exact same case. Now there's just 4K disc in it. Oh man, William, that's rough. Oh, Karate Kid is 1,000,000% worth getting. 1,000,000%. I'm thinking about getting Venom: The Last Dance on 4K too. Look, I'm gonna be the guy. I liked Venom. Especially the first Venom. I liked it. So a lot of people don't. I liked it. I wanted to see Venom, and I wanted to see Tom Hardy's Venom more into the Marvel universe. I love the Weird Science 4K, and if you want to hear my full thoughts on that, check out my video why most 4K reviews are wrong. Anything Robin Williams, I'm with you. I love them. I liked it too. I didn't like Let There Be Carnage as much as the first one, but I liked the first one a lot. I haven't seen Venom 3 yet. There's an awesome steelbook of that, though. Raccoon Eyes, did you see Marilyn in Don't Bother to Knock with Richard Widmark? She plays mentally disturbed babysitter. She really shows her acting abilities. I don't think I've seen that one, actually. For some reason, that one's not ringing a bell. I feel like I've always seen all hers. Joseph, thanks for coming in, man. See you next time. I appreciate it, brother. We got 5 minutes. If we get at least one more super chat, I'll do a giveaway. I gotta do enough to where it's like at least covers it what it cost me. Is there a Naked Gun remake with Liam Neeson and Pamela Anderson? I didn't hear about that. We got 4 minutes, and we'll see if we can get it. If we can get 1 or 2 more super chats here, I'll give away. Let's see. What will I give away? Weezard, I appreciate it. Becca, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Will be a dealer's choice. It'll be a surprise when you get it. Naked Gun remakes in post-production. I didn't know that. So like if you win and you already have one of the movies, let me know and I won't send it. Otherwise, it's going to be dealer's choice. You're going to get Dark Roads or Creature Feature. Thank you, Becca. Thank you, Weezard. That is am I saying that wrong? Is it Weezard? Is it Weezard? Am I saying that right? Or is it like some other play on words that I'm messing up? Tell me if I'm wrong, because I don't like saying people's names or nicknames or handles wrong. Because I grew up, like, my name is Michael Chase, and I've always gone by my parents call me by my middle name, part of that, Chase, my whole life. And so the first day of school, like when they didn't know me, it was always Michael, and I hated having to correct them. It's if a weasel got the powers of a wizard. A weezard? Is it? So it is a weezard.
Weezard.
A weezard. A weezard. Ard. It almost sounds like a pirate at that point. All right, I got it. Oh yeah, when my mom said Michael Chase Smith, you get. I was like, oh, or just Michael Chase. I was like, oh. Yeah, so my dad's name was Michael Lee Smith, and my brother got Joseph Lee Smith, and I got the first name. I got Michael Chase Smith. So, and Chase actually comes after Chevy Chase. So it is named after him. All right, we got one more minute. Did we get, let's see, what we get? Where are we at? Finish it off, and then we will. There you go, Michael Scott. My mom would throw things at me. Still will. Yep, sure does, Lone Soldier. 58 seconds. Did we make it? I know we didn't hit the goal, but I think we got enough to cover the movie. All right. 30 seconds. The time is ticking. I'm going to find a good, we're going to do some trivia. Becca hit us with 2. Weezard hit us with $4.99. Let's see here. My big birthday live stream here. Our early birthday live stream is technically Juanita's birthday. Okay, are we ready? Happy 70th. Ha 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 ha. Oh, I'm old though. I'm just getting a lot better. A lot better. What is happening with the Ilsa movies? I didn't know Kino Cult had those. I'm trying to get Ilsa, the She-Wolf of the SS, the Anchor Bay uncut version on DVD. Yep, my 70th birthday. No, I still got a little while before that one. Not that long, but a while. Let's just say I'm over halfway. Oh, Ben, I appreciate that. Ben sends $4 or $4.99, 5 pounds. 5 pounds. Thank you so much. Says happy early birthday. I appreciate that, my friend. Thank you so much. 4 degrees there. It is. It's warmer today here. It's like 27 right now, 28. So it's been cold here, though. It's been very cold. 4 pounds, 99 pence. Is that it? All right. Are we ready for the trivia question for the winner? 32 degrees Celsius here. And look, I can't do that kind of math in my head that fast. That conversion table. So Celsius, 0 degrees is freezing in Celsius, right? Is that right? Am I off on that? I never think in Celsius, but 0 is, yeah. All right, are we ready for the trivia question? A 100 Fahrenheit is 38 degrees Celsius. That just totally blew my whole configuration. All right, are we ready for the trivia question? Here we go. Everybody make sure you're caught up on the chat. It has to say it just like the answer is on here. This is from one of my favorite all-time comedies, Freedom Units. I love it. All right, here we go. During what event does Winthorpe plant drugs in Valentine's desk in the 1983 comedy Trading Places? During what event does Winthorpe plant drugs in Valentine's desk in the 1983 comedy Trading Places? Boom. Nicholas K. got it right off the rip. Oh, man. Nicholas jumped in there quick, fast, in a hurry. It is a... Damn it. Focus. 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 Christmas Party. Nicholas came right in there and just went... Boom! Like smoke flying off the keyboard. Christmas Party. So I know it looks different to some of you guys sometimes, but that's how it shows up. Focus. It's so reflective. That's how it shows up to me. Christmas Party. Nicholas jumped in there right before Juanita came in on her birthday and got it. Know what I mean? Woke Niner had it already. Damn it, Nicholas, Juanita says. Damn it. Arr. I like he typed that fast, like boom, and got it out there. Nicholas, email me AVA with Chase at Gmail, and I'll get it out to you as quick as I can. Juanita's like, damn it. At least your swag got to you before your birthday, Juanita. At least I sent you some swag. I got you some swag.
Oh, she got it all?
Yeah, she got it. Risha wanted to make sure you got it. Didn't even get to finish the question. There must be a delay where you're at. Thank you, Woke Niner. I'm glad there's little things you like to collect. Like, I know it's like the swag isn't much. Like I said, I'm working on stuff, you know, like different kinds of things, different kinds of shirts and stuff like that. So designs. Oh, Big Sal in the house coming in. Holy crap. He just jumped in with a $50 super chat. Said, happy birthday, Chase and Juanita. Big Sal comes in. He's just like, boom. Big Sal in the house. Thank you so much, my friend. You always do so, like, way too much. Like, way too much. I appreciate that, man. I really, really do. That's crazy, brother. I appreciate it. And Big Sal, so like we were talking about the plans for the channel, how I'm going to try to do 2 to 3 like lists, movie recommendation rankings lists a week, 1 or 2 4K reviews a week. And then I'll fill in the other spot with like special stuff like the Criterion Closet critiques, Chasing the Wild. And then the other thing will be my 2 monthly Vinegar Syndrome subscriber videos. So when I get my subscriber stuff in, I'll do an unboxing, show you all what I got. That'll be a video. And then later in the month, when I watch them all, I will do a ranking video and review of each of those movies. And Big Sal really helped me out to get me onto that. So, man, I appreciate it, brother. So, like, those will be in there. And then, you know, any movies that I'm not going to keep any Vinegar Syndrome movies that I think I'll never watch again. I'll either sell them for under what Vinegar Syndrome's selling them for and use it to buy more movies, or I will give them away at, here and there, like at big giveaways. Like I'll give away this when we get to 10,000. I'm working on a couple of other good things to give away. So a couple of big things when we hit that. Yeah, whatever Big Sal wants. But I know Big Sal wants to see the Vinegar Syndrome stuff, which is why I mentioned that for sure. It's like cheers in the chat when Sal shows up. It is. It's like everybody's like, Sal, instead of Norm. It's like, instead of Norm, it's Sal. Big Sal's in the house. And he comes in there to his spot in the chat. Yeah, I saw Blockbuster was doing one tonight too. Maybe that's where everybody's at. They're ditched me out for Blockbuster box sets tonight. Yeah, Sal comes in. That is big time, brother. That is big time. Yeah, different genre videos for sure. I love Cheers. We went to California 2 years ago this month for the Georgia TCU National Championship and for my first ever trip to Disneyland. And on the plane ride there and back, I watched Cheers and Indiana Jones. Just Cheers episodes and Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Williams claiming Cliff. Yeah, see, Big Sal's looking forward to the Vinegar Syndrome stuff. I am too. I don't know why they haven't sent me my stuff out yet. So I guess like all the reviews are going to run behind a little bit because if they don't send the stuff out till the end of the month, I mean, it's going to take me a minute to watch it all. That's why I'll unbox it and show that as soon as I get it, and then I'll start watching the stuff. Carla's short and sassy. So am I Ted Danson in that scenario? He has better hair. Yeah, they still haven't shipped out mine yet. My Vinegar Syndrome order still hasn't been shipped. Oh, Nick, I really want to get that Rumpelstiltskin. But I've actually never seen that movie. Marty's claiming coach. Yep, I'm Sam. That would make me Sam. I'm even sitting behind like my table. Here, have a drink. But yeah, that Rumpelstiltskin from Terror Vision looks very cool. I also want that WNUF Halloween special edition. The both of those are things that are still out there. They're like kind of bigger sets that I'm targeting, and of course, the out of print Arrow is Barbarella and Legend. That's the two that I'm looking for them. Sal, you haven't ever seen Cheers? Cheers is good. Cheers is good. It's kind of just like a feel-good, enjoyable, comfortable show. Because sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name. And they're always glad you came. As soon as anytime I start singing, Rich is like, oh, God. But you know what's funny? Is she tells me all the time, I wake up in the morning singing when I'm making my coffee, and I go to bed at night singing to myself, just whatever. I don't feel like that's a bad thing, though. It must mean that my soul is good, I feel like. My heart is good. Yeah, Cheers is good. I keep wanting to do like my favorite TV shows of all time video, but I feel like every time I do something with TV, people don't like it. And it is hard. It is hard to put in a lot into a video. I mean, sometimes I do a video just because, even if I know it's not going to do well. But it is hard to put a lot of effort in there when it doesn't do well, especially like right now. Big Sal, you weren't in here to see this, but this is what YouTube is kind of doing to us creators this month. About 467 for every 1,000 views of a video. It was like $11 in August, September, October, November. It was like $11 and change per video. Now, for every 1,000, it's 467. So like, yeah, like if you do a video and you put in a lot of work with TV show and clips and all this stuff, and it takes you 8 hours to do it, and it gets 1,500 views, and you made $6, it's hard. It's hard to do. It's hard to do. Sometimes I'm going to do it anyway, just because I love to talk about certain stuff, and I need it for my soul. So... But I don't know why. Joseph has a huge channel. Joseph Vincent, he's not in here anymore, but he's got a huge channel, like 1.5 million subscribers. I think 1.6 million. And even he said that this January is like one of the worst that he remembers for like the for YouTube paying on per 1,000 views. What is Woody Harrelson's character's name? It's Woody. Yeah, it's not even a penny per view. Yeah. I think Woody Harrelson's character is Woody in Cheers. Am I remembering incorrectly? Pretty sure. Yeah, it's Woody Boyd. Yeah. Yeah, Sal, it's not even a penny. And I mean, like, they don't, the bad thing about YouTube is you just have to take their word for everything they're basing. They're just like, here, yeah, this is the combination of what we're getting for ads and this and that, and it shakes out to this much for you per 1,000 views, and you have no way to confirm it. None. You just have to take what they say. And then, like, back in October, it's paying like $11.47 per 1,000. And you're like, okay, well, that's like 2.5 times as much as it's doing now. So you basically have to work 2.5 times harder to get the same thing without really any good explanation. Is Risha Diane or Rebecca? She said she's a combination.
I'm definitely not bitchy. I'm not airhead either.
Big Sal says, make sure you've liked the video for a membership giveaway. He's looking to bless members. What'd you say, Risha?
I'm not bitchy like Rebecca, but I'm not airhead like Diane.
She said she's not bitchy like Rebecca, but she's not airhead like Diane. Well, there we go. Look at all those likes popping up. Boom, 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 boom. I see a bunch of hearts flying. It's like there's 74 likes on the video. Danny DeVito's wife, Carla. She's not that gruff. She can be. Good night, Why So Bluetooth. Thanks for hanging out, man. Yeah, but doesn't he have a chance to be like at the very end? Isn't he like well, some people haven't seen it, but like I don't think that works out that way though. Yeah, YouTube takes a lot from the super chats, like 40 or 45%. That's why I put the YouTube tip jar down there, or the PayPal tip jar in my description of my videos, because like PayPal takes 2.5% or something. Same with Patreon. Patreon, if you're a Patreon member versus a YouTube channel member, YouTube takes like 45%. Like if the channel member pays $5 a month, YouTube takes like 40 or 45% of that. Patreon takes like 2.5 or 3. That's why I put it down there. It's not like a begging for money. It's just like, if you considered doing this, do it here, because YouTube takes half of everything that we make on every video, like in general. So like if a video was to make me $50, it really made 100. It's just 50 is what I get. They get half. Yeah, PayPal, yeah, they take nothing almost. It's like the little 2 or 2.5%. Tyler, I appreciate that, brother. Yeah, 45 is almost what they call that usury. I mean, I get it. They built the platform and all that stuff, but up Patreon, drop YouTube. I mean, that's totally up to you. Or go down to the very like lowest you can do on Patreon or on YouTube, and like if it's like, I can't remember, it's like $1 or $2 for the lowest level on YouTube, and Patreon. I don't know, however you equal that out to where you don't have to pay more, because you will, sometimes I get stuff gets released for members on YouTube first, just because it requires a double upload to go to Patreon. That's the only difference. Although on Patreon, I can actually put some things up that I can't put on YouTube. So are memberships better to give away? I mean, that's totally up to you. I don't really know how, like, I know, like, Lance Thigpen, he went and got like memberships on Patreon and gifted those to me, and then I gave them out to people. So that's like a new thing on Patreon. You can do that too. Yeah, super chats, it's like 45% they take. It's something like YouTube pays creators like, what was it, $64 million a day? Something like that, Risha?
Something like that.
It's like they pay their combined creators like $64 million a day or something, but they take in like 4 or 5 times that much money per day. Yeah, it's amazing because like Patreon is you want to be at the movie. Well, you've probably about earned that anyway there, Woke Niner. Do you have all the movie? Do you have all my movies, Woke Niner? You've got them all, don't you? Or at least the ones I have copies of. I hear you, man. I can't, like, I gotta start cancel. I have a couple memberships. Like, I just realized, like, I have okay, so the only one that you don't have that you're missing is Bring Me a Dream. Nick, Creature Feature, Buried Cane, I think Realm of Souls, and Bring Me a Dream. You can find all those on streaming. You have to ask Becca, but I'm pretty sure Buried Cane is on Tubi or Freevee. But there, you can find those on streaming. Yeah, I mean, if I, at the end, so like, this is why I was talking to, it's on Roku too. This is why I was talking to Brian at the last movie standing. Like, I know some people feel some kind of way about saying, in their videos at the end or anywhere saying, remember to like and subscribe, that kind of stuff. But here is a little known fact. YouTube's algorithm actually picks up when you say, when they process the video, when they tell people to like, and when you tell people to like and subscribe, it picks that up as a positive and to push your video. That's one thing. Number two, for instance, this month, my channel has right at 200,000 views this month. But of those 200,000 views, only 24% of those come from people who are subscribed. The other 76% come from people who are not subscribed. And as they taught me when I was getting my MBA, and probably Risha too, although you do different things with the MBA, when it comes to marketing, it takes people 7 points of contact to act. So, if you've got 125,000 viewers or views out there who aren't subscribed each month, asking them to subscribe. Now, I can't bring myself to do it at the beginning of a video, but I figure if you watch all the way to the end of my video, then I've given you at least something of enough interest and value that maybe you could at least subscribe or like just click one button to help me out. You know, so I have no problem with asking because I feel like at that point I've given you something and my time is worth it. So you got to ask for what you're worth sometimes, and it's not that big of a deal. But most people that watch are not subscribed yet, almost to any channel. So asking them to subscribe, if you've given them something of value, to me isn't shilling, or it isn't a big deal. But you're never going to catch me in the first like 30 seconds of a video asking, hey, before we do any of this, like and subscribe. I mean, if people do that, that's fine. I haven't given you anything of value yet. You haven't decided if you like me. That's like asking you to buy the car before you even look at it or drive it. So I won't do that. Well, I always tell people, you know, if you want to help support the channel, another way you can do that is to join the channel, and you'll get, if you do, you're going to get this and this and this if you do. But you don't have to do it, any of that. You just like and subscribe and hang out. Asking for what you're worth, in my opinion, is not slimy. Begging people for it, asking multiple times in a video and all that stuff, you're never going to get me to do that. Going on a big pleading case, but telling you what will help, if you want to support the channel, here's how and here's what you get. That's not the same thing as like saying, I need you to do this because this is the only way I can survive. I'm not going to do all that kind of crap. Salmon says, Big Sal says, let's get to 85 likes. Yeah, I don't like, again, I say if I can't bring myself to ask you at the beginning because I've not given you anything of value. There's nothing about me that sets myself apart from anyone else. Well, Suns and Shadows, I mean, that's like, it depends on how they ask. I mean, if you don't like how I ask, you don't have to fucking be here. You know, that's the way I you know, everybody has different, you're saying everyone has the same, everyone has another job, everyone has this or that. I put a lot into this every single day. And it's not just that I do. I do a lot of research. I do a lot of all kinds of other things. So I'm not telling anyone they have to subscribe to the channel to be here or become a member. I'm telling you, if you want to help support what I'm doing, this is how. And this is what you get if you do it. You don't have to do it. And I'm not going to beg you the whole video. But asking people and telling them this is what you get for it, I'm not high pressure selling them. I mean, but I'll tell you, like, one thing with my channel, you're going to get 100% me, not a character. And if you don't like that, way over there is where you can fuck right off with it. I mean, that's just how I am. So, like, I'm a positive person. I tell the truth. That's it. If they support the channel, they get a jizz of mayonnaise. Big Sal coming in with 5 AVA Pop Culture memberships. I appreciate that, Big Sal. Big Sal making it rain memberships. It's like Marry Me Senpai. Got one. Mojo Gibson. Or is it Moho Gibson? Is that J silent? I never know if that J is silent. Got one. Charlie Bronson. I like that. Ryan Ward got one. Short version 1.0 got one. Thank you, Big Sal. I appreciate that. There's no beef for me. It just like, you know, don't call me slimy car salesman, because I say at the end, if you want to support the channel, you can join in my Patreon or my YouTube link and you get access to videos and different stuff like that. That doesn't make me a slimy car salesman. And if you think so, you probably shouldn't be here. Oh yeah, yeah, Ben. I know what you're talking about, Ben. If I was like going, I mean, I know there are some people who I can't even watch that just like give you the whole like this. I can't make any more videos unless you pay and you do this, because all this is for free. I know there's a lot of people that say stuff like that. You're never going to get me to say anything like that. I'm not going to do it. Sometimes I'm free with what's going on in my life just because I feel like I'm hanging out and talking with people. Yeah, I don't like the real job term either, because I probably put more into this than a lot of people do with their real jobs. And I take care of 2 kids. I'm married. I have other work that I do too. So, you know, I don't particularly like that either. Don't take what you do and the half-ass shit you put in and put that on other people. Big Sal, appreciate that, brother. It is not. Yeah, YouTube is not kind to creators. Right, Juanita. And I'll tell you, like, YouTube tells you that you should say that. Yeah, the real job thing was an insult. It was an insulting shot. And again, if you don't like it, way over there. Or you can be like the guy who threatened to beat me up the other day, and then apparently he went and saw my picture and he's like, okay, I'm not going to beat you up now. because I didn't put the substance, like I didn't say or no, what was it? I forget what it was, because I didn't put some movie on a list. He was going to beat me up. I'm like, okay.
The one that calls you, what do you call you, small boy? Or?
Yeah, he called me a little guy. I'm like, dude, I'm 6'3", 250 pounds. He called me a little, he was going to beat my little ass or something. I had to hide him from the channel. That's exactly right, Nicholas. I tell people that all the time. Do the things that you love. I have a friend, and I'm not going to mention him. Apparently the rate, I'll answer this real quick, Smarty Pants. Apparently the rate for 1,000 views does vary a lot, because like it was higher. It was like 2.5 times what it is now back at the end of the year. Towards like September, October, November, it was about 2.5 times what it is now. But I'm new to it, so I don't know. I didn't know how it worked. I didn't know it was going to like cut by 2/3 or whatever. But I have a friend who's in financial planning and all that kind of stuff, and he's got plenty of money, and he gets miserable with his job, and he tells me all the time, like he's like, you know, you're doing things that you love, and it's awesome. And I wish that I could do that. And I love that so much. He's got way more money than I'm ever going to have, probably, because I grunt and sweat and claw to make independent movies, and to do this. And, you know, I've done other jobs that because I loved them, not because they paid a lot. I was a high school teacher and a football coach. You know how much they make? Nothing. You have to love what you do. And you know, that's the kind of stuff that I've done because it's what I love doing. Wow, your 15-year-old nephew is big. My son is just turned 14, and he's about 5'10" or so and 240. He's an offensive lineman. All right, William. I saw Jason come in. Jason said, damn, I picked an interesting time to tune in. But here's the thing, and this is what I've said too. Like, sure, you can do this without saying, hey, like and subscribe, but people just forget. Especially, like, I watch a lot of YouTube on TV, and it's hard to navigate over to that, right? To where you like. So people forget. And a lot of people would do it if they were just reminded. I mean, hell, you got to remind me to do stuff all the time. And you don't have to remind. You can be too proud to ask. You can not want to ask. You can be worried about how you come off. First of all, I don't give a crap how people, like, I ask her sitting over there. Like, I would probably be better off sometimes if I cared more what people thought about me, but I know who I am. So nobody is going to give you extra points for making the journey harder on yourself. They're not.
Also YouTube,
because
the algorithm, they're telling you what. Right.
Like she said, YouTube like tells you what the algorithm's looking for you to say this. And they can screw you over with the algorithm if you don't do some of the stuff. And that's fine. You can do it your way, but if your end goal is the same, nobody is going to give you extra points for making getting there harder on yourself. And I've learned, I'm old. I'm about to be 45 years old in a couple of days. Like I have learned some stuff the hard way. Yeah, reminders help. But you will not see me in the first few minutes say, now that you clicked on this, like and subscribe. I can't do that. I can't do it. Because I got to give you something of value first. Becca says people's opinions are like buttholes. Everybody has one. Just keep doing what you're doing. We love watching conversation. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, Jason, it's kind of YouTube 101. And they literally tell you behind the wall to do it. Yeah, and it's like, it's about getting people in the door. You can say, and getting them to stick around to share what you love. And people have to, you have to have the big, there's a reason they make big flashy neon lights to get you to go into the store. Come see what I have to see if you like it or not. That's it. Like, all that stuff is nothing but a flashing neon light to get you inside to see if you like what I have to offer. That's it. And not all of it works. Like my other channel, I do all the same stuff. I did the same stuff since the beginning. I got 2,000 subscribers in 2 years. But now I will say, like the first few months, I wasn't like I wasn't serious about it. It was just kind of doing it for fun and just kind of whatever. And I didn't know all of this kind of stuff. And by the time I did, the algorithm buried me. So people can't even find the stuff they might like because there's a gatekeeping by the algorithm. If you want to open that gate, you got to do some of the stuff they tell you to do. You got to play the game a little bit until you don't have to play the game. Be nice until it's time not to be nice. That's it. Be nice until it's time not to be nice.
Always be nice.
Well, just play the game till you don't have to.
There you go.
That's all it is. That's all I mean. How long does it take for me to write a script? I feel like I've had a movie in my head for 20 years. So I wrote the script for Dark Roads in 5 days. I wrote this, but now you can't take me as an example because I write odd. I write very fast. I wrote the script for Dark Roads in 5 days. I wrote the script for Buried Cane pretty much all in one night. I wrote the script for Realm of Souls in 48 hours because I had no choice. So it just depends. Now I'll kind of keep going back and writing over them again. That's exactly it, Marty. Nick B, I appreciate it. He says you're more knowledgeable about movies than some of the big time channels. Well, man, you know, other than studying like history and English, I studied film in college. I've been making films for 2 decades. So, and been a fan much longer than that. So if I can't talk about movies after all that, then I suck. How long did I spend on the Corey movie? Well, all 6s and 7s, I would say that one probably took me about 2 weeks to do. And I don't even know where that script is. I'd have to find this on an old hard drive somewhere. But that one was pretty funny. That was pretty funny. Comedies are actually harder to write, much harder, in my opinion, because everything's about timing and delivery. And some of that stuff, you have to picture it in your head and the beats of when it has to be delivered. You're good with as many minors as I want to throw out. I don't do like clickbait. To me is when you say like this big outlandish thing on a title or whatever, but then you don't actually follow up with that in the video. If I say something negative on the title or I ask a question on the title, I'm going to say the negative thing or ask the same question or say the positive thing in the video. Nicholas, I appreciate that. He said, I don't know how the algorithm helped me find you, but I subbed right away and great channel. I appreciate it. You follow today and lead tomorrow. That's right. You earn. I believe you earn your way on anything you do by hard work and by staying at it. And the only way out, in my opinion, is through. It always is, no matter what I'm doing, is just put your head down, you work, you do the things you're passionate about, you work hard, and you go through. That's all I know. 52, you're prehistoric. No. We just age like I tell you, I get better. I don't get older anymore. You get better. Good behind the scenes film centric books. No, I don't have any good recommendations on that. Oh, well, I would recommend the movie or the book about, if you haven't read it, I listened to it on Audible. It's about George Lucas's life story. That one's really good, and I cannot remember the name of it off of my head, but he gives a lot of how they did stuff in there too. Oh, creepy kids movies. Yeah, that one did it. That was a pretty good one for me. Well, you know what's funny is like Brian is a friend now and he's subscribed and he's another creator. And like half the time He tells me YouTube doesn't even tell him when I put new videos up. And I've heard that from a bunch of people. And that blows my mind. I'm like, why would they not tell you that my videos are going up? That's why a lot of people say, and ring the bell. That way YouTube has to tell you, because it doesn't even tell like most of my subscribers. Due to it being about movies, yeah. For instance, the Creepy Kids movie has like 15,000 views. Do you know of those 15,000 views in the first week, or the first, it was the first week that it was out? Only 428 of those were my subscribers that watched it. It had like 10,000 views from people who were not on the channel. So, and then I heard a lot of people say, I didn't even know that video was up. So I have no idea how their algorithm works. It's just like luck if people find you, I feel like. So you got to try to do everything you can. See, Ben said he even rings the bell and it doesn't always tell him. Yeah, see, Julie said the same thing. It's crazy. Is it George Lucas Alive? Okay, I couldn't remember the title of it. That one was not bad. I listened to it on Audible, though. I didn't read it. I try to put a video out every day. You know, real job. Oh, and Big Sal got here from Last Movie Standing. I was in his feed. There you go. I appreciate that, Jason. I really do. Says you're on my short list of creators I check daily and listen on my work commute. I appreciate that. Hey, yeah, Frank, I'm still on at least for a couple more minutes. We got all wound up in here. Got all wound up. Big Sal came in like Norm at Cheers and got his spot and all that stuff. Oh, that's cool, Woke Niner. Oh, that's cool too, Brian. Brian, you hear that? He's probably not on here anymore. He's making a bunch of box sets himself. He's doing some good stuff over there. I'll have to let him know that, Woke Niner. Oh, Eric, you love my hunt videos? Oh, that's cool. You found a good place. Yeah, my CD warehouse. So I have one more hunt video I just did. My CD warehouse. I love my CD warehouse. You check the channel. Don't trust them to tell me. I appreciate that. Sometimes I worry if I'm posting too much, but like YouTube kills me when I don't post now. Like then the next time I post, it's like you're banished. Well, Brian definitely does different types of videos for sure. I do have a hard time sometimes deciding what I want to watch. Thanks, Ben. It says you can never post too much. You found this channel from Ken's and then found Brian from here. So yeah, see, that's what I want from everybody. Like, I'm always a believer in the idea that many hands make light work. And if everybody, like, you go watch my videos, me probably more than anyone else, I will mention The Last Movie Standing. I will mention Mid-Level Media. I'll mention Frank's Media and Reviews. I'll mention Daniel at Cobwebs. Daniel, watching his channel, pushed me to get started on this one. I will mention anybody that I watch. In a good way. Like I don't, and say, hey, so check out theirs. Like I mention people all the time because I wanted a community, and I feel like everybody's under the impression that we have all the same viewers, and that's not the case. And a lot of people find more of us through each other and find different things they like from different ones of us. So it's not like you have to ignore or be like, oh, I can't mention Frank because then maybe people will go and watch his channel and not mine. That thought doesn't cross my mind. I want everybody to do well. So, and then spread the enjoyment of movies in amongst us all and make the whole community grow rather than everybody running off with their little piece of it. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, Frank. And Woke Niner says he's watched Cobwebs a few times. Like Daniel does different stuff. He does a lot, and I'm going to tell you, Daniel, what he does takes a long time. The editing that he does, anytime you see us put clips and stuff in a video, it takes a long time. It takes a long time. And when you put videos up and graphics and titles and all that stuff, it takes a long time. You got to go you got to do your research, watch those movies, pull those clips, do your video, edit it all in. There's a lot that goes into it. So a lot of people don't think about that. So Daniel does like 3 of those a week and they're great. But I know like his movies are a little more niche. He does a lot of older horror and stuff, but I like it, man, because I like getting introduced to stuff that I don't know everything about because I've seen so much and I've done so much that finding stuff new is super cool to me. Or just, I feel like when I'm watching his channel, I'm like nerding out with a buddy about movies and his excitement comes through. And then Brian brings something in a different way. Brian has other filmmaking knowledge and he likes other movies too. And we have a lot of overlap, and then we have stuff that doesn't overlap. And I love hearing his thoughts on it. And Frank comes at it in a different way. He gets a lot of the new stuff in and he's discovering new genres. Like he hasn't got into Westerns yet. And he's trying to discover that. And you watch that kind of thing. And then Ken does like a lot of news type stuff and all that kind of stuff. So everybody has a little something different. I mean, I kind of do everything because I like everything, but I still do it in a different way. So share it all, man. Grow everybody. Yeah, Frank does the collab streams. Yeah. Oh yeah, Joseph Vincent was in here earlier, Eric. Yeah, he's had a huge, awesome channel. He does like those little sports films documentaries and stuff. Oh, you like the boutiques list? You mean like Saturn 3? You're gonna beat me on that one, aren't you? Yeah, Woke now. Yeah, the clips, they take a while. Yeah, I'm still talking for a few more minutes. You missed some. I got called out for my, I guess like the whole, this isn't a real job, kind of thing. Big Sal, I guess I'm a slimy car salesman because at the end I say, like and subscribe. And if you want to support the channel, you can join. Whatever. Anybody's entitled to their opinion. I can't help it if people are wrong. Any plans for collabs? So the only way I know how to do a collab, I know like 2 ways. I could get other people to do clips and I can edit it into a video, or I got to get StreamYard. And as if Frank is still in here, he can vouch. StreamYard has gone up to like $50 a month out of nowhere. It's like $50 a month. So that's kind of a hard one to bite off because I probably would only do those like once a month, maybe. So I don't know. I may see if people will record some segments or something and do one. Oh yeah, focus on the films. Like, I mean, I love collecting the packaging. I love art because I paint and all that stuff. And the VHS, told that story a million times, going through video rental stores. I remember that so much. But in the end, I love movies. Oh, I like Nicholas says Chasing the Wild's a lot of fun. It's a different approach we don't get to see. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, Frank says $45 a month. That's so steep, and it jumped from like 10 to that. It wasn't like an incremental increase. It just went way up there. Have them come to me for a video. I wish I could get everybody together. Oh, I appreciate that blockbuster block sets. I'm going to watch yours too when I get off here. He says he just went on a rant talking about how YouTubers deserve a lot more respect. Creating content is difficult and it's time consuming. It's very time consuming. But I mean, you missed the part where it was told that it was like people that ask for you to subscribe and all that at the end, or it reminds them of slimy car salesmen, and you shouldn't do that. We all have real jobs here. This is just a hobby. Don't do that. All that kind of stuff. Like, whatever. The person who said that also has a channel. So I don't know if that's like where the issue's coming from or what. Yeah, well, Frank, if you do them every week, I mean, it still comes out to like, if you do 4 videos a month, it costs you $12 per video to do it. At this rate, at what they're paying right now, you basically have to get 3,000 views to get your money back. Okay, Jason, you mentioned OBS to me before. I got to look it up. Let me write it down this time. I hear you, Big Sal. Yeah, it was like, like I said, way over there where you can go right off with it if you don't like it. Yeah, Frank, it was it just came out of nowhere. And I'm like, okay.
Why would someone say that?
Seb, thank you. Saturn 3, baby. Saturn 3. I wrote it down. That's it, Blockbuster box sets. If you don't say it, people don't do it. Just think, the old school when I studied marketing, getting the MBA, was it takes 7 points of contact for the average person to act. That was before we had so much distraction, phones, multiple social media apps, all kinds of stuff. There's no telling how many points of it takes now because people are immune to it. So if you know you're of value and what you're giving's of value and you have worth, there's nothing wrong with asking for what you're worth. You wouldn't go into a job and just say, just pay me whatever you feel like. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Doesn't matter how much work I do. It'd be fine because I don't want to ask for what I'm worth or what I've earned. If you don't think enough of me to click a button, then I either didn't give you anything of value or you're not really invested. Right? Blockbuster Box says. I agree, Frank. I mean, Ben says, and remember, guys, like this stream and hit that subscribe button. Jealousy is an ugly thing. Well, I mean, I'm not going to say because I have no idea. Maybe they're not jealous. I started reading it and like going off on people, and kind of arguing back and forth with somebody who's a big supporter and been here a long time, and that wasn't cool. First hard lesson, know your worth. That's exactly right, Big Sal. If you don't think you're worth something, why should anyone else? Oh man, Blockbuster Box Sets just gifted 10 AVA Pop Culture memberships. Brother, I appreciate that. You did not have to do that. Everybody is so generous. We got Brent Taper, Rich P, Joe Paco, is it Abimanyu? Our Life in Horror, Dave, Eric Windsor, Fat Pig the Conqueror. That was funny. Scotty Dog Photography. We got 10 memberships. I appreciate that, Blockbuster Box Sets. I really do, man. I really, really do. I could tell Woke Niner, and then he was kind of going after you, and I'm like, wow, we don't need this kind of drama down here. If you don't like me and you like the way you do your channel, I mean, maybe your channel is nothing to you except for just a hobby to do here and there. I put way more into it than that because it means more to me than that. Making movies and doing movie stuff for a living is what I do. So, don't like it. You don't have to like, just because that's not what you do doesn't mean that's not what other people do. That's right, Frank. Some people need verbal, some people need visual cues. That's just what it is. Blockbuster Box Sets, brother, I appreciate it, man. I really do. I appreciate the support and everything else. And I know everybody's going to appreciate me giving this bad boy out as a giveaway when we get to 10,000 subscribers, which won't be that long. Hopefully, we're only about 1,500 away. I'm going to give away some other stuff too, though. That's going to be a big giveaway. That's going to be a few big things because that's a big milestone I didn't think I would hit, to be honest with you. And definitely not so fast. Don't hate the player, hate the game. That's right. I could go for a Duff right about now, too. Oh, yeah. Am I by any? Juanita's asking, am I signed up for the A24 membership? They're sending me a birthday gift. I am not. I didn't know they had like a membership. Oh, hell yeah, Blockbuster Box Sets. I'll do that, man. I appreciate it. That'd be super awesome. Because I know when that thing gets showed off, people are going to go nuts. I think, yeah, bye, Felicia. Later, haters. I hear you. That's that. I just don't have time for that. I come to this place for positivity, and like, I mean, don't mean I'm always going to say every movie is great because I don't think that's true. Or I'm not going to be Pollyanna about things, but I come here because I love it and it's a happy place and all that kind of stuff. And I got no time for bullshit. Not for people like being petty. Ben, thank you for Ben is my guy in Ireland. Rich's been to Ireland multiple times. Ben is in Ireland. It's 4:18 a.m. He is going to sleep. He is 5 hours ahead. He is speaking to us from Saturday morning in the future. Ben, apparently they are broadening their mindsets with the awards because you've got The Substance getting nominated for Oscars. You got Nosferatu being nominated. So Nicholas K, you're blowing my mind with how fast you wrote. Don't take me by. I have a very different process than most people. Every writer has their own process. My friend Chance, he'll write on script for a year or longer. I can't do that. I get in there and I live, and I will tell you how my process works. And I don't think this works for everybody. I create the characters. I have a general idea of a story, and then I literally watch the movie in my head and just dictate what I see. I don't actually create words. I listen to the characters talk through it. I see the different places they go. I'm just imagining it, and I'm just writing down what I see in my mind's eye. That's it. I don't ever say, I think a character should say this here or say this there. They say it in my head or they don't say it. I don't say, oh, I need this word for this punch. I don't do that. So I just dictate what I see in my head. I don't know how to explain it better than that. And I know that is not like my writing teacher, Richard Krevlin, who's in Dark Roads with me. He says he's never seen anybody do it like that or that fast. And he taught like Eric Kripke and like who does The Boys and all this stuff. Everybody has different processes. That's how I do it. I don't start out with an ending in mind. I don't start out with anything, just an idea, and I just start writing. What kind of movie would I make if I had an unlimited budget? Probably like something like Indiana Jones, but with more like a historical faction. I want to call it faction, like like that, but like kind of sci-fi, historical fiction, adventure movie, something like that. If I had any kind of budget, that's what any type of budget I wanted, that's what I would make. But like with a lot of like mystery and like revelation to it. Thank you, Becca. And not once have I been here and ever heard you try to ram your opinion down to anyone. Why others have to be that way? Everybody's just different. Everybody's just different. Good night, Julie. Thank you for stopping by. Thanks for stopping by, San Diego. You stay classy, San Diego. You stay classy, Julie. And thanks for stopping by. But mostly stay classy. Thanks for stopping by. Stay classy. It's from Anchorman. And 60% of the time, it works every time. Character development is fun. Poetry is fun. A way to create characters. My man Brian wrote a book of poetry that got published. I actually just bought it on Amazon. I hadn't got a chance to read it yet. I haven't wrote a bunch of poetry. My favorite poets are Edgar Allan Poe and Robert Frost. Two past, The Virgin. Wow, that's the classic Robert Frost. But The Raven. Hey, I love James Earl Jones doing the Raven in The Simpsons. Quoth the Raven, nevermore. I'm going to be honest with you. It smells like pure gasoline. Will Chance and Tyler be in your next movie? Well, probably. I don't know if they'd be those characters, but they would probably. Now, if the movie that I do is Creatures of the Night, which is a somewhat spin-off sequel to Creature Feature, then they'd both be in it reprising the characters from Creature Feature. You start with ending. Yeah, some people do that. Well, I'm sorry that we kind of got like off on a bad sidetrack and any kind of negativity comes in. I hate that. Especially, I just wanted to have a good time tonight and do a little giveaway and talk to you guys, tell you about some videos that were coming up. It's Juanita's birthday. My birthday is coming up on Sunday. I wanted to just get in here and have fun. I'm sorry that it got brought down in any way. I don't know. Like, I hate that kind of got a damper on it, but I appreciate all y'all's support for everything. I really do. Woke Niner. Well, a lot of the reason I do that, well, some of them are, they work with me on the movies and everything, but the movies are all in the same universe. And actually have a book that's partly written that connects the whole Chase's cinematic universe. And if I do another movie, there will be more of that pulled into it. Because I just like it. I like everything being part of this grander reveal and this bigger thing. Well, so like my idea is if I do another movie, I want to get as many people from the physical media world, like other content creators. I think I told Frank about this a long time ago. I've told several people, like, I want to get other people involved and get them in the movie, even if it's like extras, let them come see behind the scenes so that everybody feels a part of it. And, channel members or whatever, if we can be, extra, whatever. I don't know how it'll all work, but like, that's what I want, because I feel like if everybody got together, imagine if all the biggest channels were involved in it in part and you pushed it out, you would make one of these boutiques, like buy it and put it out big time. The push behind that would be so big. That's what the community is about. I'm going to be the big bad guy. In the end, it was always me. I was the bad guy. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you, Becca. Yep, yeah. They're my Danny Elfman. What's going on with my boutique label? Well, I mean, right now, it's basically just trying to figure out how much something would cost. And the only thing I've been trying to acquire about so far, I'm going to just tell you, it's 1985's Ghost Town or 1988's Ghost Town. And I mean, it's just a slow process. The first thing you got to start with is how much would it cost to get the rights to something. And so the next thing I'm going to do is start trying to go with some of those movies that are stuck on VHS and find out how much they would cost. Because look, y'all, I'm sitting here worried about whether I buy the steel books or the slip covers. So it will require investors and things like that, because I don't, if it's something over like a couple $1,000 to license a movie, it's going to require investors. And then it's probably, I'm going to have to figure out like how much Roundabout and stuff like that charges, because I want to use the Director 10,000X or whatever it's called, the machine. I forget the name of it. I think it's it's like the Director 10,000 or whatever. That's the best machine to put film on to restore it. So there's steps. First step is finding a movie that I can afford to license. Nicholas says crowdfunded. I probably will, but I want to have an idea of how much it costs before I just start trying to crowdfund people. Oh, all right. Ben got him an Arrow purchase. Now this is the month for that. Woke Niner says he'd be into. So that's my thing, is just trying to figure out how much it would cost. Some of these may not cost much at all. And then once I have, I know how much it'll cost, then I can do a crowdfunding, because I'm not going to just nebulously say, I'm trying to raise $100,000 to do this, because I have no idea how much it will cost. If it costs $2,500 to do the movie and $10,000 to do the restoration and another $10,000 to package it out, then I know how much it'll cost. So that's what I want to try to do. Ben, I know Winchester 73 comes out. I actually broke my Criterion rule and I pre-ordered that one from Orbit a long time ago for $33. Yeah, you got to make sure it's profitable. Like Grim Fairy Tales is my next target, to be honest with you, because James Earl Jones, Brad Dourif, it's a horror anthology. I think that would be a big one. So I'll try to find out about that one. I feel like anything with those guys in it in a horror anthology like that would be profitable. Hey, Woke Niner, sign me. Oh, Dark Road 79 too. Hey man, look, I am not the person who is like, I'm not somebody that's like, oh, I have to do everything myself and I can't accept help from other people or it don't count. I'm not that person. I like many hands make light work. If you can help do this and we can crowdfund and we can do that, because I've seen it. I've crowdfunded movies and helped crowdfund and make ends meet, all that. I know that all that stuff works. So, Dark Road's 80. Yeah, you could do the 10 years later. You could do Dark Road's 89, and it's at the end of Ian Cash's time. See what happens. And set it in the 80s. That was always like my next idea for it anyway. But yeah, that's so there's always things working behind the scenes. But you know, this is just a hobby and we got real jobs. Like this is like, you know, this is a big focus for me. It's this, everything connects together for me for what I do out here outside of YouTube. So but all right, everybody, I'm about to lose my voice. So I am going to get out of here. Closing on a good note. Anything that out there in the special features department that really stood out in the special features department? The thing that stands out the very most to me in the special features department is the Conan. Conan has the most special features on it of anything, I think. I think it has a ton. You got a real job. It's no fun. I do other work too. This is real work. The amount of work that goes into this is real, and it all connects to everything else I want to do. Have a boutique, make more movies I made in the past, teach movies. It all goes together to me. So it's not like I'm out here being a stockbroker 40 hours a week and coming on here to bullshit about movies with a channel for the heck of it. If that's what you do, then cool. That's not what I do. So oh, Tales from the Dark Side, I would love to do. That one probably gonna cost more. Right, Woke Niner. Yeah, I have a master's degree in political administration, public administration, and political science. I'm never using that. But thank you so much, Big Sal. Thank you so much for everything, everybody, all the support. I love you all. I love this channel. I love this community. And happy birthday, Juanita. Big Sal, thank you for the amazing gift. All of you, thank you for your support. Channel members, I appreciate it. Thank you for not finding me too slimy, car salesman, for saying you could join. I appreciate it. Love you all so much. I hope that you got value and entertainment and enjoy out of this, and we continue to build this community bigger and be positive and have a lot of fun and enjoy movies, because man, there is nothing like them. There is nothing like them. And love you all. Talk to you later. And until next time, be kind, rewind like always. This is Chase with AV Pop Culture, and I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.